I love Anissa. I love everything about her. A lot of people online don't see it that way.
Isn't this like the 100th time that he's already talked about this?
Well, iDubbbz is caught in the trap of, you're just not getting it. You don't get it. It's like, no, we get it. You're just wrong.
I thought more people would be able to catch on. I am quiet, stoic.
If this is what stoicism is, boy howdy.
I'm surprised he wouldn't just call being stoic toxic masculinity.
I mean, I kind of want to kill myself now.
That's a really good soundbite.
Okay, that might be a rough soundbite there.
I'm getting concerned that the brain damage theory might actually be true.
I'm pretty sure it's true. I thought he was like a smart guy, but I'm really just starting to think he just existed in a time on YouTube where everything was an easy dunk. Oh, look, this guy, they're bad. It's like, yeah, no shit.
He's the one that was criticizing Ethan for having a toxic workplace for the crew. And then you're gonna finish your video by telling the crew to go f themselves. Like,
it's so funny though. All they had to do is not keep pushing. Honestly, iDubbbz has done a pretty good job at keeping Ethan afloat. I mean, just by making a video about Ethan, turned around Ethan's credibility. He's keeping some of the people to stay working with him. It's having the complete opposite impact that they were hoping to have. All right, let's get started. Unfortunately, everybody in my chat accidentally forgot to put the video up on the screen for the first minute, so we have to restart. Wow, you guys are really bad at this. Yikes. Anyway, let's just have some fun rolling around the slop. We watched AB's response. It was pretty crazy. To iDubbbz. I saw that he was actually on his Twitch stream last night, and there was some drama going on. Maybe we'll talk about that on Monday after I get back from my weekend wedding. It's gonna be an expensive time, baby. Crazy stuff. I'm not getting married. I already am married. I'm getting, maybe one day I'll get married again, but I'm going to my cousin's wedding. So let's just get it started.
So Ian posted a video yesterday that he's been teasing for a while. So presumably he actually spent quite a lot of time planning, writing, and editing this, right?
Yeah, sure.
And it's called Coming Clean, which is ironic because he looks greasier than he has ever looked. He looks like the most unshowered he's ever been. There's nothing coming clean about this. He does this thing teasing because he knows nobody wants to watch his shit.
Listen, Ethan. All right, that's not nice. You don't have to make fun of me too, as you go after iDubbbz, teasing because nobody wants to watch his shit. What the hell, dude? I do teases on my stuff. I gotta be so rude.
And by the way, one day 240,000, bro, and people are talking about this video too.
That's pretty brutal.
Hey, I have a quick question. Is that a fence behind him?
Ethan's taking us all out with him, dude. All out with iDubbbz. No mercy.
Very good question.
No mercy.
That is a new set decor. He's working on his new set.
Is that his background?
This is his decoration.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Take it the full way.
You guys think that iDubbbz is copying me? The coming up screen, the very blank background, being ugly. What do you think? Chat, what do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is standard editing now at this point. It's like the idea is to kind of promote like a level. Well, it's supposed to draw interest for your audience and also try to promote a level of like professionalism. Especially for people. I mean, it's weird. I mean, I guess for his content, it's a little different. I don't really know. Coming up for his type of content seems a little bit strange because he's not doing like a reaction. But whatever, it doesn't matter. But it's kind of like normal. I think Ethan comes from a different time. Maybe he doesn't like understand that idea. It doesn't really matter. It's like very nitpicky and silly.
Peter ass bitch, take it the full way.
I think we did that today.
By the way, the background is a work in progress, so you can just tune that out.
Bro, you had so much time to plan this. Just fucking do something. Don't tell me to tune it out. Just move it. Put something else there.
Well, I would just say don't even talk about it. You always skip it. Yeah. Well, you know what? Caleb Hammer told me he skipped my intros too, but he said I should keep doing them because they come off as professional. That was his advice to me. I was like, all right, cool. Actually been a pretty good first month, man. We've been doing, I've been taking Caleb's advice on like my content strategy, putting everything on one channel and, 3 clips a day and everything. It's actually been a very productive month. It's been nice. Oop.
Yeah, maybe they literally don't have enough space.
I'm having a hard time tuning it out.
Yeah,
I can't tune it out, bro. You pointed it out.
Yeah.
Was that meant to be funny? And please, if you guys identify a joke at any point during this video, please let me know.
Should we raise our hand or something?
Yes.
Okay.
Interrupt me anytime.
Today, I'm going to be doing the thing that everyone tells you not to do.
Great.
And that is feed the trolls.
Ooh, he's never done that before. He's never fed the trolls before, guys.
Okay, so he's acknowledging, was that a joke?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Like, what if that's all he does every video now is just feed trolls, dude?
I wasn't sure, so I raised my hand anyway.
I appreciate the
I got confused.
I appreciate the feedback.
Tom,
No,
stop
he's
being a
saying-
stupid pussy.
So Ian starts
Is that
off
what
by
it is?
saying, I'm doing the one thing that we all know here on the internet not to do, which is feed the trolls. But presumably, he has a good reason for this.
One of the more important things that I want to talk about is my relationship with
He doesn't. He doesn't explain why. He goes, I'm going to do what everyone says not to do. Feed the trolls. Anyway.
Well, I think he's just trying to communicate that he knows what he's doing. But he's above it all, but he's not. Well, I'm going to do what they say. Don't feed the trolls. But you know what? I'm above it all, so I'm going to feed the trolls. I don't really understand. It's strange. It's just kind of a strange thing that he's doing. I don't know. I think he's just trying to seem like he's superior over everybody. You know, oh, you're all just trolls and you want me to be fed, but you know what? It's time. I have to respond. And his response is like dog shit though, which is makes it funny as fuck.
Like, wouldn't it make sense if he was like, and this is why?
Yeah.
He didn't do that. He was just like, anyway.
Like, normally people would say, you know.
Well, at one point he was like, oh, I want to get into the slop. He's like, I went after Ethan and I want to get back into the slop. I want to get my hands dirty. And then he stopped doing that. And now he's back doing it. I don't know. He's a broken man, dude. I think that like we're never going to get like a return to the old iDubbbz. Like, and I don't mean in like the slurs. We don't need that. But just because he has a traumatic brain injury and he just can't process information, I think his like actual forehead is slumped forward too. It's insane.
Don't do this. But in the situation today that I'm about to present, because of A, Y, and Z, I am doing B.
He's failing to make a coherent
I didn't say
argument.
that right, but yeah.
Anyway.
Anissa.
Yeah.
I love Anissa. I love
Dude,
everything.
so insecure.
I love Anissa.
More important things
Sorry,
I want
guys.
to
This
talk
is gonna be a
about
long
is
video.
my relationship with Anissa.
Is there gonna be lots
I
of
love
pausing?
Anissa. I love everything about her. I've only grown to
You love everything about her? That's just insecure.
I love everything about my wife. What the fuck are you talking about, bitch?
Sorry. Sorry. You love everything about her? And by the way, we don't...
Ethan, it's so petty. It's like, oh, really? You love everything about your wife? Yeah, I do. Oh, it's stop. What are you doing?
You don't need to convince us that you're in love, right? That's between you guys. You don't need to show us these cute... you don't need to show us this try-hard picture of you guys doing a heart together.
That might actually be valid. It does seem like he does a lot of, I guess, legwork into making sure you know that he loves Anissa.
You know, like, if you say... Whatever, you guys can be in love. I don't care.
Isn't this like the 100th time that he's already talked about this too?
I swear, guys, we love each other.
Well, iDubbbz is caught in the trap of, it's the same trap as that. We watched that one video from Rob's Media, that YMS video, Your Movie Sucks. And in that video, basically, Rob was like, yeah, this guy defends, like, lolly and fucking animals. That's actually true, by the way. And then the guy's like, actually, you're wrong and you lied about a bunch of stuff. And then he just goes on to clarify that that it thinks it's okay for people to fuck animals and jerk off to lolicon. And it's because they fall victim to this idea of like, oh, you're just not getting it. You're just not getting it. You're not getting it. You're not understanding what I'm saying. You don't get it. It's like, no, we get it. Like, they think that because they don't care about something, that it's like not a big deal, and that we just don't get it because we're not like, we don't agree with them. It's like, no, we get it. You're just wrong. Like, that's your problem. You're a fucking idiot. Like, you're communicating. We get it. We understand what you're trying to say. You just happen to be wrong. That's what people are disagreeing with you on. And so iDubbbz is just continuously clarifying the same thing over and over and over and over again. Because like, oh, well, you just don't get it. But like, we do get it. We understand.
Look at these pictures. I love everything about her. It's like, bro, I'm doubting. You got me doubting.
I love everything about her. I've only grown to love her more.
You don't love her food? Oh, see, I just debunked you right there. I saw you literally spit out a piece of pie. Pie, she fucked up. Oh, what was the joke?
Well, that was your joke. That was your joke.
Damn. Did he really fuck up a pie? I feel like it's hard to fuck up baked goods, you know?
Do I comment on those?
No. My jokes
are
no.
Just his.
But thank you.
Okay, gotcha.
Thank you.
I understand. Okay.
I appreciate the acknowledgement of my humorous remarks, which confuse Ian and disturb him.
With time, and a lot of people online don't see it that way. For me, it's very obvious. I thought more people would be able to catch on. I am quiet, stoic, not talkative.
Ian, if you don't, Ethan, if you don't say anything about how he called himself stoic, I'm throwing all my Teddy Fresh merch away.
This guy, people love this. He called himself stoic in a series of videos of him bitching and crying, literally crying on camera. If Marcus Aurelius could see you now, he would fucking off himself.
Shout out Meditations.
If this is what stoicism is, then boy howdy. I love it. He thinks he's stoic. He thinks he's.
It's so weird. It's weird because like, well, first of all, he doesn't know what stoicism is, and second of all, you'd think that he would think that stoicism is a form of toxically masculine. It's a toxic masculinity. right? Like you'd think that he'd have that take. Now, stoicism isn't necessarily toxic masculinity. It could be if you never productively release your frustrations, of course. But he just seems to call everything toxic masculinity. His coach trying to coach him, he calls toxic masculinity. So I'm surprised he wouldn't just call being stoic toxic masculinity.
Stoic.
Who
I love
says that
Marcus
about
Aurelius
themselves?
shout out.
Yeah,
Does
I mean,
that-
he is the king of stoicism, right?
It's the opposite.
Isn't this something that somebody would describe someone else? But like
Yeah,
you
'cause
don't
it's-
say that about yourself,
Because
right?
it's self-congratulatory. You're like, I'm stoic.
I'm stoic.
Which is like, I
I'm
think
stoic.
generally sound is used like it's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
It's like respectfully quiet. It's shrewdly quiet.
Well, stoic is usually, you know, stoicism is usually like keeping it in when you need to keep it in, and then letting it. It's like going pee at an appropriate time. That's what stoicism is. You know, other people unfortunately interpret it as like not saying anything ever and bottling it up. Right, that would be the negative impact of being too stoic. But
Right.
there's a time and a place. You know.
Bearing the load of life and keeping it to yourself.
I am stinky. I am boring.
He bears loads.
I'll help you out.
Okay, I'm fucking stinky and boring is ridiculous.
Here's the dictionary definition. You tell me if this sounds like Ian. A person who can endure pain or hardship without showing their feelings or complaining.
That's literally the antithesis of his entire being.
This whole video is complaining.
You're not stoic. You're fucking. You're the jester. No, he's not that. Actually, the jester
Well, no, he's not funny at all.
had a very revered role in the King's Court.
Jester's funny.
Yeah.
No, so
He's
I mean,
funny.
you know what he is? He's the pot maiden. What do you call it? The one who cleaned, who fucking throws out the shit pot.
Chamber pot.
The chamber. Yeah.
That's a dignified job too.
The pot maiden, okay. Like weed.
That's like a medieval janitor. We love janitors. Thank you, baby.
I feel like he's the
Is AB the janitor? What?
food tester, right? The one who like tests the poison food.
Oh, that's true.
That makes sense. That's where maybe that's where he got his fucking his brainworms from testing the poisoned food.
And he's so dumb. He thinks it's a position of honor. He's like, I get to try all this delicious food. You know,
He's on the front
and I get to
line.
hang out with the king. It's such a great job.
I feel like it is though. I feel like just having a food tester is like one of those. It's like almost enough of a deterrent, you know, because you wouldn't like poison the king if you knew that he had a tester for his food. The existence of it's a deterrent, unless you were trying to send a message or you didn't like the guy, you know. What the
I'm
fuck?
an idiot. I know this is confusing. I'm
bad
pausing
this
to
game.
make lots of humorous, jokey remarks. So bear with me, Ian. This video is going to perplex you, bamboozle you, if you might even.
Also, I just want to say thank you guys for not talking over Nate for that when he talks.
What are you gonna use that for?
He'll find a way.
You could also use that, Zach.
Everything I said. Can
You know what, Nate? You need to get your own soundboard of Zach.
Wow, they're having a nice fun time today.
I might have to. I'm
This,
thinking about
this,
it.
this is a asymmetrical warfare.
No, it don't roll like that.
No,
Well, man, it does now. Zach, Mr. I support the traffic. Guess what? I'm picking a side today.
No, I'm out on the traffic.
I think
Dan.
it's
No, he
I'm out
disturbed
on
the
it.
traffic.
Traffic
Too late.
report today. There's a big schism on the traffic team.
No, I think if Zach uses sound, Nate should use video. Like,
Oh, that's true. He could overlay. all
Nate should,
kinds
Dude, I feel like I haven't seen Love in forever, dude. What the fuck?
Nate should
true,
record
true.
Zach's input all show long and then cut it up
Yes,
and just
Nate.
have Zach pitch his notes or something.
You have more devastating weaponry at your hand.
Yeah, that's very true.
All right.
like
Guys.
water versus fire, bro.
So he's gonna put.
You have to watch the video.
No,
Yes,
we
you
refuse
love.
to watch it. This is so much more entertaining. All right, go ahead, Ian. You greasy, stinking looking ass.
Okay.
Of that. She is loud, very talkative, social. People struggle.
Noxious, hateful,
She's
spiteful,
toxic.
toxic,
Hateful.
confident, loser.
You know what's so terrible? This is one of the big hypocrisies that I think Ian and Anissa really expose for a lot of people. You know, you ever see videos online of like, a black woman being loud, and people are like, "Wow, black fatigue, black fatigue." They use it as an opportunity to be racist. It can't just be a random black woman being loud. They have to associate it with their identity of being black. It's like really racist. But Anissa won't shut the fuck up. She's a loud white woman. Why the fuck does nobody go, well, here's an example of white fatigue? iDubbbz and Anissa give me white fatigue, dude. Like, nobody says it, you know? And so I feel like that's a problem. So people should call that out more. People should call out Ian and Anissa for giving them white fatigue more, in my humble opinion.
Bully.
Bullies me on video.
to understand that dynamic, I think, especially me being a person who has made a career of talking online. So yes,
me when I talk
Anissa
online.
will oftentimes, like in many
Hey, he made a career about talking online, and then he destroyed a career of talking online.
relationships, be the more talkative
shit.
one. We've been together for nearly
How many
fine.
times is he gonna
Nobody
explain
cares,
that?
bro. We get it. You're
Sorry.
introverted. She's extroverted. We know.
She's way too extra. That's what I'm saying, dude. It's fucking ridiculous.
You know, it's not fucking rocket science. The problem is that nobody cares. Nobody cares.
So far we've learned they love each other and Nisa talks a lot.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the purpose of this video?
Well,
Can we get to it?
You're not going to get to it. You tell me
Okay,
when you get
okay,
purpose.
okay.
You can also raise your hand when you
When I understand?
Purpose, yeah.
Got it.
years, and all
Purpose or jokes. You stop it.
I'm ready. I got it.
of it has been online for the public to see, and there are still people accusing her of cheating, accusing me of being in an abusive relationship. None of this is true, and there is no evidence for any of this
None of it's true, guys.
except, like, I guess, body language experts coming on and being like, iDubbbz is
I'm
being
coming.
stoic here, therefore...
Nope.
Oh,
Literally,
I'm coming.
nobody says you're stoic
You're the only
ever.
one that says stoic.
Who the fuck? I've never heard anyone call this guy stoic before in my life. I'm actually confused about why this motherfucker would talk about how people call him stoic.
Somebody literally thinks that about you. You know, stop it.
he's in hell.
Okay, hang on. Watch the change there. Watch the change.
Now, by the way, he goes, people are saying I'm being abused and she's cheating on me. And he shows these guys, and by the way, these Kino Casino guys. And I've caught some of their coverage of Ian. They're funny, but they're extremely trolly and over the top. They are like the epitome of what an internet troll is. And
Yeah, they sound like they're not great. But what's weird is that this is the first time I've ever actually like really seen them, and Ian made them look super reasonable, which is like just pathetic. You know?
and giving them, like going after them, is quite literally the dumbest thing you could do. You know they were going to be celebrating when you brought them up. Did you have that clip I saw
I was
of how they
just about
reacted?
to pull that up.
I sent.
I think you sent it in the chat
Yes.
in the beginning.
Look how they react to Ian bringing them up in a video. Like these people, as someone who's an internet veteran, this is the last person you want to be addressing because this is what they want. This is what they feed on. And by the way, you have zero fan overlap. You are not going to influence anybody to change their mind.
Yeah, and iDubbbz doesn't have any like nobody respects iDubbbz enough to Jesus Christ, to change their minds on his word anymore. Like he has no fans, he has no fan base. Nobody looks at iDubbbz and goes like, "Oh, this is like this is a good guy that like I trust. Even if I don't see what he's saying, I'm going to agree with him because he doesn't have anybody like that." So when he just kind of like whinges, nobody cares. Like you don't have that energy anymore. Nobody gives a fuck about what you have to say, man.
You're just going to feed their families for the next fucking decade. Here's the reaction.
True.
Watch. Look at this shit. Celebrate good times. Come on.
Oh my god.
Look how happy they are. Look how happy they are, Ian.
I love these
But
guys.
this was the obvious results.
They look excited.
That's a hell of a set.
I have 5 iDubbbz watching. What does 5 iDubbbz mean?
Yeah, they're on the left.
Yeah,
there.
they got a whole weird, interesting thing going on these two guys. But the only thing that's going to happen is they're going to have their biggest streaming days ever. 'Cause everybody's going to want to tune in to see what they have to say.
You just gave them the biggest shout out.
Yeah, so I mean, just on principle by design, or the theory behind this video is just, it's very dumb. It's just a bad idea.
You
if
mean-
you told me this idea, I would be like, what?
You mean it's stoic?
Yeah, it's a very stoic idea.
Incoming.
I don't know what the fuck that was. I have never gotten.
Look at Ian in this moment. Oh my god! Like he
Their
looks
whole
sad.
thing is like nitpicking every little detail to just be as obnoxious as possible. Like that's their humor. And he's, oh my god,
Oh, 100 viewers converts to 1 iDubbbz. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Ooh, fuck.
he's missing it so hard.
He is disgusted at her. He's depressed. He's so disgusted.
Working
by this.
on-
He looks disgusted with this.
He looks so uncomfortable.
And by the way,
should I be here?
this isn't a diss to the Kino guys. I don't know how much viewers they get on Kick, but on YouTube, their videos get like 30,000 views. Now, like, this is your big fucking target.
Well, that's the point, is that like they're not big creators. Why are you giving them like a boost in the way that you're doing. And like, I'm not big either, right? Like, I'm a nobody. But like, why? Like, what's the motivate? It doesn't make any sense that he would even like give them this shout out, because all it does is drive people over and make people go like, oh shit. Like, from what people have told me that they're like farther right wing, I don't really know if that's true. You know, maybe some people in my audience are just being like a little sensitive. I don't really know. But like, if they are, you made them seem so normal. Like, the worst is that they were making fun of them. Like, they kind of obsess about iDubbbz and Anissa, and they overly complicate everything. Like, they're like, look, they're miserable, and he is miserable in many of these instances. And then talk about how she fucks dogs. And then outside of that, they seem super reasonable, like with the one clip about people bullying Anissa's dad. You know, so it's like, if you didn't know who these guys were and you hated iDubbbz, you might have just got sucked into them because of iDubbbz. That is a good point. If Ian doesn't bring up how stoic he is every single time we watch his videos, then his father-in-law will never know, I guess. It's terrible. You're a fucking piece of shit.
Is this I have no clue what he's thinking here, man. This is a huge misfire.
He looks so uncomfortable. Look at this guy's body language. He doesn't want to be there.
Look how miserable
it's true, though.
he looks. Dude, he looks
Listen, you can say it's not.
He looks like he wants to kill himself.
I mean, you might say that it's not true, but the fact is, Ian, you do look miserable. You do look awkward. You do look weird. You know, you did sit really far away from Hassan on the stream. Like, you know, maybe you should think about your behavior and how it's signaling. You know, like, why is that our problem? That you're a silly, goofy fuck.
Shut up, baby.
What is our fault for pointing out the obvious?
I kind of want to kill myself now. Okay.
Chill, bro. Is that stoic? Because Kino Casino made fun of me. I'm going to kill myself.
No.
Well, I guess I'm assuming that was a joke. Was that a joke?
I don't know.
He's actually suicidal?
Well, obviously it's a joke, but yeah.
Yeah, my hand's down.
I think it was an attempt at a joke.
Oh, it was? But my hand didn't go up, so it's
but
not.
It's so not funny because the heart of the quote so-called joke is that they're getting to him.
Oh.
He's telling the trolls that they...
Well, I think that the heart of that joke was that, like, oh, you guys are boring and uninteresting. But yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Control him.
But if you have to explain the joke, is it still a joke?
I think it's a bad joke.
Okay, maybe I'll put it up halfway.
Well, I don't think he's suicidal.
Okay.
That's not
coming
in this video. Yeah.
Kill himself.
I mean, I kind of want to kill myself now.
That's a really good soundbite. Okay, fair enough. I appreciate the
okay, that might be a rough soundbite there.
feedback.
Maybe.
I appreciate the feedback.
I'd keep it for a rainy day.
Yeah, I mean, it's maybe once in a while.
You guys are more devious than I am.
Don't say that. I have one boba left that I'm trying to snipe. Got it. Boba down.
I feel like he's the food tester, right?
You already said that.
What?
You already said that, Nate. But by the way, it was a really good, funny comment. I appreciate it. Okay, say it twice, King.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
They're not a fan of the resting bitch face. All right?
Damn, resting bitch face, huh?
Well, I'm not going to...
You know what's funny? People on especially TikTok and stuff are making fun of me because I said that, because I made fun of Ian for taking Anissa's last name. And it's like, here's my thing. Shut up. All right? I don't care. I'm gonna maintain my toxic masculinity. And also, if you take your wife's last name, I'm gonna think differently of you. But if you are consistently a coward fuck loser, I will like, it's one thing, like, listen, if you're a normal dude, you're like, I took my wife's last name, you know, you're confident about it, you're a successful person, blah, 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 blah. You know, you're a really good stay-at-home dad. That's fine. No, that's fine. But like, Ian is a complete waste of space, pussy, fucking weak man outside of everything else. So it's not like a strong man that's comfortable with himself deciding to take his wife's last name. It's a fucking weird little loser taking his wife's last name because his wife told him to, not because he actually believes that. Like, it's just pathetic. It's pathetic. That's it. I don't give a fuck, dude. All right?
The smile.
It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal, but I'm going to make it one. All right? Because we're going to dogpile and bully Ian. All right?
All the time, fellas. And even when I smile, you guys still, like, contort it into he's so...
Because he's missing teeth. He's going to brush his teeth. That's what the... Oh.
Uncomfortable, or he's smiling through the pain.
Right? Oh my god, this is pathetic.
It's just insane.
It's pathetic.
He's starting off with people are making fun of me for looking awkward.
What the fuck, dude?
Guys, can you please stop? People on the internet are being mean to me. iDubbbz, the content cop guy. And also, by the way, stop telling me to smile, sweetheart. I am not I am not your plaything.
I'm
It's
gonna
like,
fart in
dude,
my
this
mouth.
is not a real video. These aren't real fucking criticisms. These are trolls.
I'm still not clear on what this video is about.
He's trying to defend himself. Is essentially what he's trying to do.
Oh, he's so uncomfortable. He's smiling on his face.
What?
But inside his eyes, you can see his pain.
That's a joke, and a funny one at that.
For some reason, well, not for some reason.
What was that title? Creepy sex theories. Also, why are you playing a gong? Is that a little racist?
Why would that be racist?
What?
Gongs are not inherently.
Was the gong show racist?
The Japanese thing, the gong.
That was a Chinese thing. I don't know.
Wait, it's not specifically Japanese.
Drummers
Who
use
invented
it.
the gong? Fact check that.
The Gong Show.
John Bonham.
I John.
That's the gong show guy.
No, that was Led Zeppelin's drummer, bro. Come on.
Invented the gong.
Neil Peart.
It's not attributed to a single person, but the results of gradual development in the ancient East and Southeast Asia.
I know.
With origins
He's being
possibly in the
racist.
Bronze Age. Wow, 3,500 BC. Over 5,000 years of gong.
You think they just thought of that themselves? They were over there doing the silk trade, and they heard that big, beautiful sound, and they had a fucking awakening in their mind. And then, 3,000 years later, you have someone like Ian being a total racist creep and misusing this heritage that they've built over thousands of years. How dare you?
I wonder if Ian's gonna take that seriously. That like weird, it's like silly joke he's making.
I don't. Okay. All right.
That's by the way, Ian. Before you make a video essay about me calling you racist, I'll be very transparent with you. That was a joke. Yeah. Good, Tom.
I'm happy he explained it because I wasn't understanding.
Well, not for some reason. For the reason of sexism and people's view on...
For the reason of sexism and people's view on girls, they think they're stinky. Little do they know, I'm actually the stinky one. I don't shower. And I make everyone uncomfortable.
OnlyFans and them
cares
just not
about that
liking
shit?
Anissa. They want to push forward a
isn't this
narrative
like
that she is
The
actively...
whole first big section of this is talking about like people being upset that Anissa's on OnlyFans and everything.
It's the same shit they've been talking about
For years.
constantly.
For years? How many times?
Right, and
Just move on. Just do the OnlyFans.
Right.
You know, just do it.
And I mean, at least in relation...
Yeah, just do OnlyFans. Give money to the owner that likes to give his money to APAC. And, you know, because... just keep doing that, Anissa. Yeah.
To us, I mean, you guys famously stood up for them.
We
on all
did.
that. So, I mean,
I don't judge them for the OnlyFans thing. I don't care.
Right.
I never cared. That's their business. You know what I mean? But they obsess over it. And it's like, dude, it's just boring. It's bad content.
It's like so amateur hour. Like, haven't you been already like at the top of YouTube? Like, you've seen it all, I thought. Now you're responding to like basic trolling comments like, oh my god, he looks dead inside. Yeah, so what? That doesn't require a whole video addressing it.
That's why I'm getting concerned that the brain damage theory might actually be true.
I'm pretty sure it's true. I'm trying to understand like what changed so significantly. It's hard to really tell. Like I really don't understand what changed. Like how because he used to be pretty cool. I thought he was like a smart guy, but I'm really just starting to think that he just existed in a time on YouTube where everything was an easy dunk. Because it was just that time on YouTube where everything was like so insane and everybody was just like basically a reality TV show person. So it's like, oh, easy dunk. Oh, look, this guy, they're bad. You know, it's a guy that's like fucking fisting himself with like golf balls. This guy's weird. It's like, yeah, no shit. It's like, wow, really? That's what it seems like now.
And I don't say that to be mean or to be funny. That's not a joke. Don't raise your hand, Tom.
I'm contemplating it.
But I do think he might need to get he should get a scan. Like, seriously. I don't know, man.
Free healthcare in Canada.
You got Canadian healthcare.
Hit him up.
Yeah, take advantage of that.
Get in line.
And continually cheating on me. And if you listen to freaks...
Are people really saying that she's cheating? Oh, I guess these guys did. They were talking about the whole bull cuck thing. But that's not really cheating. It's consensual. He's a consensual cuck. Which, by the way, if you're a consensual cuck, there's nothing wrong with that, all right? Just live your truth, brothers. Be stoic about being a consensual cuck.
So like this guy I'm about to show, it makes sense why. They are obsessed.
Anissa wants to have sex into
No
having
Kino
sex with
Casino
Anissa.
shit.
I think he wants to bang Anissa.
This guy is dressed up as the Colonel. What do you want? One is fried chicken and the other is Colonel Sanders. Why are you taking these guys serious?
Well, dude, it's backfired because I love these guys now.
That's what I'm saying.
These guys are pretty gangster.
Yeah, they're doing a comedy show, not like Ian. They're actually making.
Yeah, I like these guys.
Like,
yep. And again, I don't know how crazy they are, but imagine they're like super crazy. Ian's just driving people over to these guys more and more. Or imagine they're not super crazy. He just decided to feed the trolls, not just make a video about the trolls, but also basically give them a shout out.
like unironically the biggest advertisement for these guys. You're literally like, look at these meanie heads.
He's Colonel Sanders, man. It's funny.
KFC boy.
It's probably a little bit tough to try to go after these guys dressed like fucking chicken men.
Please.
Anissa was horny and wanted to have sex with this therapist. Well, Anissa figured herself to it.
Yep.
Very
you think
crude,
that
obviously.
makes her pussy wet?
Buddy,
They're true. Yeah, very crude. Very crude.
That's what I'm saying.
What we're describing here
30,000
is two
view video.
grown men who are fantasizing about a stranger and his wife and what they do in the bedroom.
Well, but that's kind of what you're looking for, right? Isn't that why you guys are doing your OnlyFans?
Or don't do in the bedroom. That is creepy weirdo shit.
And here
It's
we
honestly
have
not even that creepo weird. I feel like a lot. That's like not like of all the creepo shit, weirdo shit of a scale on that. It's like pretty commonplace. Oh, you're thinking about my sex life, dude? You're a fucking like sex criminal. It's like, bro, literally pick up like a gossip magazine. You know.
I still say it's more relatable to just talk about the fact that you guys are doing OnlyFans content. Like, isn't this kind of the goal to some extent? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you want people to think about your wife getting her vagingist, you know what I'm saying? Isn't that part of the whole goal there? I mean, I don't know what's on there, honestly. It really doesn't appeal to me, which is shocking because I'm a fucking degenerate. But, you know.
They say listen, when you dog. You think that's serious?
When you engage with OnlyFans and you're on that platform, it's obviously going to come with comments like, people making comments about that. That is the internet.
True.
Just get the bag.
Yeah.
So true, Queen. So true.
With the
Thank you,
bull,
Queen.
folks. There's iDubbbz with the bull.
He's using sexualized terms to describe a picture of me and my dog.
That's disgusting, dude. That's fucking crazy.
And what are we doing? So many people.
Dude, I don't know. Doing the dog. What's the dog doing? Who's doing the dog?
He's being hyperbolic. He's doing.
What are we
joke.
doing?
He's doing a joke, dude. Oh my god. This guy said I was gonna fuck my dog. Can you believe how sick that is? He's like fucking a 2015 social justice warrior. He's turned into Zarna. He's like a humongous what?
Humongous what?
Did you really just say humongous what? He's making a reference to his penis. I was just sexually assaulted. That's what you're doing right now.
Damn, he brought it back. He brought it back to the Zarna. Also, I'm fucking tilted.
I'll never forget the second girl in the background who goes, "What the fuck?"
Right. Just the horror. The horror. The guy did a humongous joke. The horror. That's you right now, bro.
Miss Mermaid in the chat said, as an adult performer, we generally want people to fantasize about us in that way.
Yeah.
Also, Anissa's rage baiting for attention so that she can get people to drive it to their OnlyFans. You see people do that shit all the time.
It's good for business.
What's
See,
the
she's
dog
even bad
doing?
at OnlyFans.
It's like, wait, you're fantasizing
How dare you
about
think
me?
about me sexually?
You're
Anyway,
creepy.
Please join my OnlyFans. Fucking crazy.
People will tell Anissa and I just like, don't feed into the hate. And it's like,
It's Anissa and me. Right, just to be clear. People will tell Anissa and I, people will tell I not to feed into the hate. See, you have to, if you people tell me not to feed into the hate, you have to do it like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's the best test for it. I know I said this before, but that's how it operates, okay?
okay, we're going to post some normal stuff. Anissa posts just me with a picture of my dog, and this is the type of commentary we get about it.
All right, ready, guys? We're going to give them the commentary that they want to hear.
iDubbbz with the bull.
Oh my god.
Gorgeous Gabe
This
Plowder
is disgusting.
in the back
This
room of
is
the
disgusting.
salon.
I can't believe a man would be so fucking misogynistic right now. This is disgusting. I can't believe this guy would say this. This is actually fucking so upsetting and disgusting. I'm cumming my pants right now.
3-hour bukkake session with all of the male stylists.
If you're curious about the hairdresser these guys are talking about, I will point you to my disgraced boxing coach, Michael Briggs. For some reason,
what's the meme with Woody?
It's just so funny because, like, okay, so even if you don't like people that are edgy or whatever, iDubbbz used to, well, iDubbbz still is an edgy guy. He just pretends he's just like different edgy now. But like, you'd think you'd still understand like how the optics would work, so you would want to like not appeal to them, but no, like not play into them. So like, why would you fucking whinge about this shit? It doesn't make any sense because like, you know, it's not going to pull anybody from their side to like cry about jokes. Even if you're offended by the joke, why wouldn't you pick your fucking battles and be a little more intelligent when it comes to what you're? Oh my god, that motherfucker just shot a fucking ball sack at me. Why wouldn't you pick your battles a little bit more intelligently?
fucking loser.
Or not Woody.
Oh, okay.
Where he's like, no, Go back. No, it's from Breaking Bad.
Oh no,
from the car window.
Or you think about Interstellar?
There's also an intercept.
Yeah, Walter in the car screaming no.
Everybody's like, no! Don't make this video.
Woody White.
Yeah, Woody White.
Woody White.
Breaking Bad.
Heisenwood.
Heisenwood.
Dude,
Okay,
I
go
don't
back
know what's
to the
happening.
Chinese.
Rob's wife.
Sure.
Here,
I'll
okay.
point you to my disgraced boxing coach, Michael Briggs.
What's disgraced about
Disgrace?
Briggs? You know what? I asked.
He's a good
dude.
dude.
What the fuck's
He
happening?
fucking came out looking tall and kingly in that
Fuck,
interview.
yeah.
I reached out for them to call in. They wanted to, but guess what? They both have jobs. They're both working, Ian.
Nope.
There's nothing disgraced about him. You're the one sitting in a fucking basement, all sweaty ass looking, addressing a bunch of trolls who are obviously making jokes. Talk about disgraced. Oh my god. What are you? What words are you using?
For some reason, this stupid fucking loser and his dumb as
Can you
rocks
believe
wife.
this guy?
Making fun of the fucking child bride girl.
Are you hold the fucking phone?
I saw that because Ian said that like she reached out to him, not Anissa, with a weird lie, and then when they were doing that, and then this girl's like just proved that it was a lie. So I was like, oh, okay. It was just like a weird lie. Ian makes up like weird lies that don't even matter. It didn't even matter who she reached out to first, because I think the overall idea of like, listen, they asked us to basically co-sign a fucking loan, which we thought was like really weird. So we basically cut contact with them after that. So we just didn't respond to this. That honestly would have been fine for me. Okay, fair enough. But like, why lie about it? Why lie about how like, oh, actually she didn't reach out to Anissa. She reached out to me. What? Well, it's like verifiably weird and incorrect. So it's like, why are you even saying these things? Makes no fucking sense.
How are you going to come at her like that? A child bride who's fighting against people marrying minors in every state, going state to state on her own fucking dime.
Where is this guy? Is he really yelling in the middle of some kind of an Asian restaurant right now?
I'm to fight that?
And by the way,
she's the fucking loser?
She's dumb as rocks, he said.
Dumb as fucking rocks.
By the way, she was
raised in horror and managed.
Well, just to be clear, she's not free from criticism because she grew up a child bride. But again, it doesn't really look very good for him optically, and he could have just like explained the whole child. Fuck, he should have like started with the explanation of the child bride thing, and just explained like, yeah, listen, like blah blah blah, what I just said before. I'm like, okay, I would have been like, okay, I get it, sure, fair enough.
And she get a college fucking degree.
Yeah.
What the fuck have these two assholes done?
Nothing.
Nothing.
He said the N word a lot.
He did say the
He
N-word
did
a
say
lot.
the N-word, F-word a lot.
Is that? I mean, it's something, I
A
guess.
lot.
It is something.
It is something.
It's noteworthy.
7 million subs.
It's noteworthy.
Get
7 million subs don't lie.
Dude, what? Dude, we were all here when we watched that interview. I was in tears hearing her story. And dumb as fucking rocks.
Yeah. Where's the empathy bar? And if you go back and listen to her, one of her big points of contention, of conflict, is when she asked him to help her talk about this, and he just left her on red.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, she's actually continues to do this and has been successful. I forget what state, but they passed a law.
She got it in Washington, and she's got California this year.
She's actually doing something to help people.
But he finally replied to her, if you remember,
Dude, it's not
the day
jumping
before
off
she
the
was going to be
wall.
on the
What the
show.
fuck's
All of a
happening?
sudden, he remembered her number.
He's like, guys, we really need to work out this differences privately. And he did the same thing to AB when he started with me. AB's like, all right, I'm going in. He's like, AB, just so you know, I may have told you to fuck yourself and said block AB and been heaping shit on you and making it seem like you don't care. But please know that I would never betray your trust.
Yeah, he's a fucking loser.
Yeah, the whole internet's talking about your new video that's about to drop.
But yeah, you know, not for nothing, but like, yeah, iDubbbz' whole fucking, his entire segment just it really did expose how elitist he is. Actually, the biggest one that exposed how elitist he is, to me, was his like fucking several-hour live stream where he talked about, like, he reacted to them because the way he talked, like, he's just such an entitled person. Like, he's entitled to his boxing coach talking to him like Anissa talks to him, like, way too nicely for a boxing coach. Like, you're a boxing coach. The guy wasn't like abusive, but he was being like, hey, come on, you gotta do better, blah 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 type of language, and that was like too mean for Ian. He felt entitled to their time when it came to them inviting him to Thanksgiving. He was completely unappreciative about it. He's like, oh, whatever. It was basically whatever. It's not like a special thing. It's like, yeah, that is kind of a special thing. He would show up to like these sparring sessions and he wouldn't shower, and like it was a consistent problem where he smelled really bad. There were so many issues. It's like, you know, they were missing training for like dumbass shit. It was dumb. It was like fucking, there were so many fucking issues. Like, he really is an entitled fuck. And he didn't even the biggest one was like, he didn't even understand that by him not training, it looked bad for his coach. Because he wasn't training. It looked really bad for his coach because he was like, he's going to lose, but he's also not training. So it makes it even worse. But he doesn't understand that. He's like, oh, I don't get it. Who cares if I lose? It's like, dude, you're doing boxing training with this guy. What are you talking about?
And then Anissa retweets, fuck the crew, out of nowhere. Okay.
Please, just know I would never betray your trust. Your trust. Oh my God, it's so pathetic.
Decided to go on the H3 podcast. They already spilled their guts. They were getting paid like $5,000 to go on this podcast.
That's such an insane lie.
Possibly a defamatory one?
I think so. Honestly,
pretty crazy thing.
You guys go on lawsuit heavy. He's so pathetic. I when I heard this, I was like, that might be defamatory, but honestly,
I think it'd be defamatory towards them, not towards you.
Right.
He's claiming
I
that.
think Ethan gave them $5,000 after the podcast was over. I wonder if, although I wonder if Ian would be able to just hide behind the fact that it's like, well, they got $5,000, so I don't think it's unreasonable to say. But I don't know how the law works, you know. So I don't know.
They were paid to come smear him on the show.
They were paid to come? I thought that was Anissa.
Now, anybody that watched the interview knows what happened.
Including him. He obviously knows.
I didn't even plan to give them the money, and they didn't know they expect to get money because I didn't even plan for it until I heard for the first time that he stiffed them of a bonus of $5,000. And at the end of the show, I felt so bad. At the end, by the way, after they had expressed themselves, that and they had just poured their guts out and really inspired us. Not even shitting on Ian. That wasn't the thing that people were
life
about
story.
Was her life story. Turns out that she's this incredible woman with this incredible story and this incredible advocate. And that's why I gave them the money. That's why everyone cared about them, Ian. But he's framing it like this was a pre-planned thing where I paid them $5,000 for them to come on the show and lie. And it's just...
He would never do that, guys. Okay? Don't talk about our DMs, though, Ethan, all right?
Just an insane... This is what he did on his first video when he refused to explain.
Bro, stop memeing on me. Can I lower the membership price to $1? It's too expensive. I don't think I can. I think $2 is the lowest you can go. So
why I'm upset at Denim's.
Right.
It's like, are you forgetting something? Holy fuck, man. This is oh yeah, this is 2.5 hours into the interview. Well, you know, the irony, and it sticks with all of them. It's these social.
It's honestly so funny when it comes to the whole it's not that funny, but the whole iDubbbz situation, and like the iDubbbz clearly doesn't care about like CPS getting called on Ethan or anything like that. But I'm surprised that nobody's come out with like the defense. Like iDubbbz hasn't come out with the defense of just being like, "Oh, who cares? Like you deserve it." And that's obviously disgusting, but I'm surprised that he's not even coming out with that. Because why not? If you're gonna fucking just double down at this point, just be like, listen, I think that you were engaging so much with all the these petty snarker people that this happening to you was the natural conclusion because you were giving them attention. And I don't believe that, but I'm surprised that they haven't come out with that that argument yet. Because I don't, and they'd be like, well, that's disgusting. Yeah, for sure. But like, do you think that Ian cares about that? Like, do you think he cares about being a disgusting freak? I don't think he does. So I'm genuinely surprised that like we haven't come out with some crazy ass fucking arguments like that. Like you might as well fucking quadruple down at this point. You know, you really have nothing else. I mean, he's very unintelligent. He's not going to change anybody's mind with anything into of any value. So like, just be fucking edgy. Just be edgy at this point if you want to fucking going into like a war of attrition here at this point. You know.
Socialist communists that are always like, I'm going to secretly take 34% and give the fighters 1%, and I'm not going to give a bonus to my actually working class. And you two who are working, what you can see, Anissa and Ian, the newfound socialist heroes, are mad that I gave this guy $5,000. You should be thanking me. And I'm going to stiff them, and let me prove to you guys, I'm going to make a proclamation right here, as the resident capitalist. Yeah. This was not discussed beforehand. I made it clear.
It's like
I wonder if this whole capitalist meme is like I think Ian thinks that like, oh, people are gonna like, oh yeah, see, he's a bad capitalist. Capitalism bad. By the way, we did a capitalist event in Creator Clash. Like, it's fucking silly.
It's on camera.
I didn't want anyone to think that they were motivated in any way, so I said it clearly.
Yeah, it all unfolds on camera in front of everybody, and he's gonna blatantly just lie about it. Like, everybody knows what happened.
We all saw it, including you. That's the thing.
That's my point.
He saw it. You saw this.
You cut it off, but he shows he shows a very short excerpt of you saying that you're going to give them money, as if to verify what he just said.
And it's
I don't know. When I saw that, my eyebrow shot straight up. I was like, it's dicey as
it's so devious.
The way you cut that.
Yeah.
It's so devious. Yep. And he did it again in the CPS thing. He cut all around the context of her, me being mad that CPS came to my house because what I thought was in a result of a stream Denim's did.
Yeah, I don't think it's unreasonable to say that signal boosted the fuck out of it. That definitely signal boosted the fuck out of that definitely signal boosted the fuck out of it. I mean, come on, you had this guy was a bad empanada just going on there shitting his pants like, oh, there's poop all over his house and blah 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 blah. And blah, 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 and like the CPS needs to be called, and she's just like, "Oh my god, really?" And she's just, yeah. I don't think it's unreasonable to say that she's pushing this entire thing just by doing that and not giving any pushback.
That is a material fact, dude. Offered in any way, you guys are hearing this for the first time. You had no incentive to do this other than your rageful. We all mutually despising these two evil people. I'm putting words into your mouth a little bit, but I want to say here that I, the capitalist, will once again be ponying up for the right cause. It is not right that he stiffed you guys. I'm bathing in it, Dan, sending you guys $5,000 for the bonus that you never got.
Oh my god!
Because he should have never fucked you guys. Wow.
That's insane.
They're pretending to be surprised. Yeah. What a douchebag, bro. Holy fuck! What a liar. You're just a liar. I'm going to be sending you guys $5,000. When he made his content cups, AB, and you can attest to this because you used to be a big fan of his, they were like ironclad, right? He made it like he minimized as much as possible people's abilities to respond.
No, he cut him off before. Yeah, he was.
But he's doing the opposite here. Yeah. He's like, I lied, and and you can easily prove it. Yeah. It's like, bro, whoa. Dollars for the bonus.
I know people are in the chat a little bit talking about how they wish I would talk more about like the Charlie Kirk stuff and everything. When we do content, I love slop. When we talk about important things, I like to try to have a productive conversation. It's not possible right now. I don't think that it's possible to have a productive conversation about this topic right now. It's very heavy. It's very loaded. I haven't fully digested everything yet. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of things happening when it comes to this topic. Somebody was murdered. There's a lot of, political divisiveness involved. It's just not productive. And so, me not talking about it is because I don't feel like it's something that can be productively talked about. It's not like this hugely, deep thing. That's it. I don't want to have an unproductive, slop drama-focused conversation about, the murder of a guy. That's what I'm trying to articulate to you. I think that sometimes it's okay to not talk about something. Me not talking about it is because I don't think that it's productive. I don't think I could have a productive conversation about this topic right now. And so for me to have the conversation about the topic, it just seems like it would be silly. Seems like it would be bad. But I don't think that there's a productive conversation that I could have right now about this topic. I don't think that the landscape's ready for a productive conversation. So I don't want to have it. That's the point that I'm trying to make. So.
Bonus that you never got.
I think they were maybe afraid that they wouldn't get the money if they didn't thoroughly trash us.
Yeah, that's defamation.
That's what I'm saying. This is actually crazy.
That's just an outrage.
Well, he said he thinks. Isn't that protecting from it? I mean, I don't care. But
malicious lie.
I'm not trying to protect Ian or anything. I'm just curious.
Not good.
Yeah. How dare you? How dare you?
I can't believe they're trying to financially bully iDubbbz right now.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, it's not a lie? He looks greasy as fuck. You were right.
Really does
he have some powder he could apply? Or even his hair looks like it hasn't been washed in weeks.
Damn. He didn't. You're making this video, bro. At least take a shower for the fucking video.
Yeah, something.
I know you don't like showering, or maybe you're trying to save on the water bill. I don't know. He seems like the type of guy who might be trying to save on the water bill.
I guess.
Maybe his mom's upset that he's using so much water up. I don't know.
Can his loving wife help a little bit?
They do love each other.
Help him.
Someone on hospice. Which you essentially are. Give your wife a. I can't believe you imagining me giving Ian a sponge bath. You're creepy and perverted.
Creepy.
I'm trying to help. Okay.
I didn't always get to the shower.
Yeah, that's from his stream. We'll get to that. But he admits to not showering and to stinking as well.
So
lots of gifties coming in. Scuffs with the 20 gifty membies. Thank you so much, Mark Boy Scuffs. Really appreciate it. And Tao42, one of our great Patreons here. Shout out for the 50. Yeah.
How dare you?
Thank you, Tao.
Yeah. Thank you for your support, guys. It means a lot.
The famous Tao.
Maybe thinking that they weren't trashing us hard enough, Michael Briggs decided to invoke the name of one of his presumably friends and say that Anissa was thirsting after him.
She definitely had a big crush on one of the guys that would come in and spar with them, because anytime they would spar, she would just be super into it and watch every moment. Yeah, even if he was beating.
Because he's the topic of the focus of this one is creepy sex stuff or whatever, creepy sex narrative.
Up, she'd be very into it.
For whatever it's worth, every time Michael Briggs, my disgraced boxing coach,
Nobody cares.
Disgraced and what?
Why is he disgraced? He's a solid dude,
if
right?
Anybody
He's disgraced because iDubbbz doesn't like him. And that's just like the new label he wants to give him. It's like try to meme it up a little bit.
It is disgraced.
It's obviously him. I mean, obviously. I mean, like, even his fans would agree. They're like, he's been disgraced.
There's only one place where people would even talk about him one way or another. That's a snark.
Ian?
No, about say disgraced coach. That's definitely from the snark.
Oh, shit.
Dude, snark braying is such a dangerous disease. We're seeing it time and time again. And frankly, it's landed these three I'm suing in really troubled waters. You guys got to get out of that. And this is coming just from person to person, a care for your humanity. It makes you think that what you're doing is normal.
Here, can you guys
look what it's done to Ian.
Ooh, I'm dying.
I sent a picture of this disgraced person on WhatsApp. Can you guys send it so Ethan can show it? Yeah.
We are pulling
Bonafide Boxing on Instagram.
Oh, this is his Instagram. A couch shadow. Go follow him.
Yeah, I follow him.
Bro, who's disgraced now, bro?
Damn, he looks pretty good, dude. What the fuck?
Oh, Cower and
he looks good, dude. Looks natty. No, I'm just kidding.
Fear.
So disgraced.
Dude, that man is jacked. And by the way,
thoughts on being natty?
He's probably a fucking good ass boxer.
Yeah, he does look pretty good. He looks great. He looks shredded as fuck.
Too.
He is. He's
a beast.
I really like his way of explaining shit too. That is, I mean, I love Wally, but that was what I was missing with Wally is he was more get in there and do it, and he was very technical, like explaining shit.
Sounds like a good teacher.
Dude, he's 40 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he looks. Wow, that's crazy.
That's fucking crazy.
Same age as me.
Yeah, Zach, what's your excuse? You fat fuck. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, dude. I'm just kidding.
I know you guys look exactly alike, bro. It's crazy.
That is actually an incredibly fit body for 40.
Yeah.
I got some work to do in the next 2 years.
He doesn't look like he's on steroids either.
He's probably on steroids, yeah, for sure. 40 like that, he probably. And it doesn't mean he's on a whole lot of stuff, and it doesn't invalidate his hard work. But he's probably on test. He's 40 years old. He's probably on test. There's nothing wrong with that. But I don't think that there's anything necessarily wrong with that as long as it's being done safe. You know, I wouldn't advocate for it, but I think it's fine.
It's just like raw training. For sure. That's just a dude who lives in the gym.
I don't even really think that that conversation needs to happen about like whether he is or isn't using fucking gear.
For you, man.
That's a hardworking person, something that Ian has never known.
Really not. He's really not.
To reference Gabe, he would always refer to him as Gorgeous Gabe.
That's
funny. He couldn't help but refer to him as Gorgeous Gabe on the podcast.
Okay. He's just a handsome guy.
I would call him Gorgeous Gabe.
Dude, this shit's funny. He's a beautiful guy.
Yeah, he's a good. Yeah, he's got tattoos.
It's funny.
I don't call him that. My wife doesn't call him that. If
not
you,
in front of you,
we don't believe you though.
You don't. When they go on their shopping excursions, just the two girls, she probably call him gorgeous then.
Who have some unresolved sexual tension or fantasies, whatever the fuck it is. You need to keep that shit to yourself.
That is not what's happening.
Oh my God.
You have not earned the right to accuse them of that. Not even close. Oh my God. They're just trying to embarrass you, bro. That's it. And by the way, I don't know if what is true or not. In my opinion, you have continuously knowingly lied in your videos. And as far as I know, these two have been extremely honest with everything they've said. So if you want to measure on the trustworthy scale, they're coming out way better than your
and consistent. They've been consistent. Yeah. They haven't.
You just said they took money, $5,000 to do this interview. That's provably maliciously false, right? So come on.
And by the way, he had every chance to pay them the $5,000 that he owed them.
Yeah.
You were paying him the money, paying them the money he owed them.
Well, but it's their fault because they didn't communicate well with Ian. You're supposed to communicate with him. He's not supposed to communicate with you, though.
That's why you should thank me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Where's the thank you?
And not projected on other people. I wish the best of Gabe. Michael Briggs, on the other hand, absolute fucking creep weirdo. Now,
I'm sorry.
Creep. It's so interesting. He's got to take it to such a crazy fucking degree. He's a creep. He's just why? Why is he a creep? The fuck?
And by the way, he has all this time to think of like, I'm gonna respond, and like it always just comes down to fuck you, creep. Like he has no interesting retorts. He has no jokes. There's nothing funny or even interesting here.
And this interview with his coach was months ago. He had a lot of time to think about what he wants to say. Except all he could come up with is a creep, and his wife is dumb as rocks.
You think that comes right off the dome? That takes time to craft.
He might have actually written that down.
You know, a lot of this is very grotesque and obsessive. I would prefer if people didn't talk about me and my wife or other people in this way.
So then don't do OnlyFans. Like I'm not even kidding. Like you can't really do OnlyFans and then expect people not to talk about you sexually. I'm sorry, you're kind of inviting a conversation to an extent. And also they're making a joke about how she likes other people. And also there's probably a level of truth to it. She seems like a very disloyal person, so.
Welcome to the internet, you dumb bitch. People are being mean to me and my wife on the internet. Oh my God. iDubbbz in 2025.
That was the whole point. That's the whole section. He said that everyone is obsessed about sexual lives, showed 2 clips and said, that's why I would prefer if you don't talk about it. The end. That's
Completely
the end.
unsupported.
That took him weeks.
There was like nothing there
Yeah.
for this segment of this portion of the video.
And
There was nothing there.
He also, on his stream, he asked his chat to source all of those clips because he's too lazy. He's
Is that fucking true? That's fucking funny.
like, guys, if anyone said any bad takes about me and Anissa, please send those clips
my
to me.
God.
And here he is, just resurfacing all the work that those people did for him, and he doesn't add anything to it. Just, that's that.
Which is, again, him getting around not paying people for work. It's just having the chat help him do his research.
Well, I don't that doesn't even make sense to me because, like, what the fuck do Ian and Anissa do all day? Don't they just fucking... Don't they just do nothing? Don't they just fucking literally obsess about drama all day anyway? Like, what are Ian and Anissa doing all day that would prevent them from being able to do research on these topics? Like, what's happening that's so important? I don't understand. Nothing. That's the answer. There's nothing going on. Like, all they do is sit on the computer all day and respond on Twitter, but you don't have time to try to be like, you know what, let me put this energy into, like, I'm already sitting here and looking shit up on Twitter and like fucking reading and obsessing about shit online. You know what? Let me just like put that energy to good use and let me fucking Jesus fucking Christ. Let me put that energy to good use. And might as well like look up stuff about Ethan and Hila and make reasonable responses in a well-crafted response video. I mean, it's not like they're trying to pump it out quickly because, like, obviously they got it out slow as fuck. So, take your what the? It doesn't make any sense. It's just like an additional level of lazy.
Meanwhile, you're creepy, Galia, for knowing your shit.
Oh yeah, creepy Galia.
The hell?
You know what's creepy? Doing your job.
Yeah,
you know what's creepy?
so creepy.
I wonder if...
I briefly want to talk about the concept of being a lolcow because these fucking losers, they love the concept of like
the
labeling someone.
craziest thing.
Awesome.
To defend yourself against.
The lolcow. He's a lolcow, dude. He's not aware of himself at all.
Oops, sorry.
Even invoking, even acknowledging that people call you a lolcow is like the most lolcow, dumbass loser shit you could ever do.
True. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. I was talking to my wife the other day, and like again, I love my wife so much, dude. I remember just like my old internet footprint, and I feel like if it wasn't for meeting my wife, I would have been a fucking lolcow too. You know what I mean? Fuck, I'm owning myself right now. I feel like I would have been a fucking lolcow too, dude. It's just like crazy, dude. Like there's no self-awareness from iDubbbz, man. He's just fuck. What's he doing? He's such a fucking lolcow.
Why are you doing
that?
that?
I got this. No,
what are you
damage.
doing
No damage on
There's
this one.
no way that sentence should have ever come out of his mouth. Like, can we hear it one more time?
Yes.
I briefly want to talk about the concept of being a lolcow because these fucking losers, they love the concept of like labeling someone a lolcow and then like bullying them and watching their life spiral out of control. They won't, say as much. They'll just be like, yeah, we just do it for laughs. The whole thing's entertainment. It
is fun though.
So, just innocent guys just having a laugh. Thankfully.
Okay, so then why are they doing it? You're saying they're having a liking entertaining content. Right, I agree. So you're saying that's not true. So why are they doing it?
They are in a much safer and
he doesn't explain.
privileged position.
Presumably he thinks they're sexually obsessed or something like that, which is just an insanely unsupported accusation.
Than many other people who are the targets of guys like this who want to bully them into submission. So now I want to look at 2 different clips from these guys. There is the fat one and his...
He's blaming them for
20 times
for wanting to bully people into submission. Kind of sounds familiar, AB, after what you just told us, that they were bullying you to quit your job into submission, basically.
I mean, yeah, that's his whole career. He thinks because he's like turned into like mega woke Ian, he gets
mega fake woke Ian
to call people out now for all the shit that he built his entire fan base on. Right?
You just called him woke. He just called this guy fat for no reason.
Exactly. Like, and what you'll see in this and in the stream is
based
that this guy whose empathy meter is rising and he's now changed his ways and he's like this mega woke empath. You'll see that the mask slips quite a few times in this series, and you'll really realize that he is the same person. He's just pandering to a new audience, or I don't know.
To no audience.
Or maybe it just feels good to virtue signal. I don't know. I mean, very little, very few people.
I want to look at two different clips from these guys. There is the fat one and his cohort who are listed.
That's just...
Dude, he could. It's so funny because he could pull it off, but he's doing like the fake woke thing, so he can't even pull off just like calling someone fat because he's just doing like fake woke all the time.
That's just not cool, right?
Wait, that's not okay. That's not cool.
I mean, if you're
like he criticizes everybody for being edgy at all, so now it just makes him seem like he's just fucking lowering his own standards. Like, like you could have been like lefty edgy. And you could have been like successful. I don't know if he could have been successful. I think that his success is like that. But you could have been like potentially successful just being like lefty edgy in some capacity.
Especially if you're just like the mega woke guy. And at least make it a funny joke. Like when I joke about people's weight, I play with it a little bit because I know it's over the line and inappropriate, right? but you don't do that. And by the way, and this is a pre-written script. I'm giving you advice on how to write comedy here and how to be edgy in a way that, you know.
Damn, still giving him advice after they're not friends anymore. It's crazy.
I would say it doesn't get you canceled, but look at me. We do our best, right, Ian? But you just called him fat. There's no punchline. There's no joke. There's no tiptoeing on the line. It's just you're fat. I mean, come on, bro.
I love this. Wait, no, wait, go back. I love this image. Look at that. It's my favorite part is when he's missing a tooth, probably because he doesn't brush his teeth. Beautiful picture.
Fat. There's no punchline. There's no joke. There's no tiptoeing on the line. It's just you're fat. I mean, come on, bro.
Yeah, not nice.
Listening to Anissa describe, like, essentially having a hard time online, seeing people mock and make fun of her dad with Alzheimer's.
Maybe we should just get offline, dude. It's not like he can remember the... Sorry.
We're laughing at my dad for getting sick on some of these forums. Like,
gives a fuck? That's their whole game. They have...
It's terrible. But, like, you know, here's my question is, like... This is so fucking beat. I'm so sorry. I don't know, man. I mean, if Anissa's dad has got a CT, his dad's having issues with his memory, and now Ian is. I mean, I wonder what's the common denominator there is. I don't know.
Have no limit. They'll make fun of everything, including your dad with Alzheimer's. But the vast majority of people are not joking about that. Mm-hmm. And if they do, fucking buckle up. You're iDubbbz, okay? Take it. That's your whole identity. Just shut the fuck up. Nobody cares. Nobody.
What did you think? What did you think with that? Because you shared it online?
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's what people are going to do because they want to get a reaction.
He's literally spitting facts.
Yeah, he is. He is. And he's not even, like, mean about it.
Showed a clip of him literally explaining perfectly what's happening.
Yeah.
I don't think they probably even really believe the stuff that they're saying, but they know because it's extreme and, like, edgy that it will cause you mentally spiral like this.
Yeah, they're feeding the trolls. That's all they... Oh, shit. What the fuck? That's all they do all day. All they do is feed the fucking trolls all day. And people, like, they want to get that response. They want to get that reaction. And so sometimes it's really just not even worth responding to people, you know, and unless you can have a productive response to them. But they're not capable of ever having productive responses. So it's like, never talk ever again, you know? That's my advice.
Ian's editing, by the way. The most he attempts at humor is clip art. Clip art. This is clip art. Holy fuck. iFunny, dude. This motherfucker's surfing iFunny for his jokes, dude. Holy shit.
Tom, I'm curious because you're kind of new to this world. Like,
I have no idea.
Do you even know what kind of videos Ian used to make? Like,
I have
do you
no
know
idea.
what content cops were?
I have no idea.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I like that. I like the introduction of a terminally offline person into the crew there. It's fun.
God.
For being like the hardest takedowns. Like the take no prisoners, just dirty.
It's just so weird. They're just so dumb. Like, I don't get it. Like, you'd think if you were so angry at these trolls, why wouldn't you at least try to take them out of context and to make your wider audience hate them and position them as like horrific people? Oh, look. And that's probably what they wanted to do. Because like they probably like, oh, these guys are probably, they're so mean and blah, blah, blah. Let's position them as so bad. It'll make us look good. Basically, we're going to use them to be iDubbbz. Right, because like that's what iDubbbz and like, let's be fucking real. iDubbbz is at for Ethan at this point. His credibility started to, explode upwards after Ian decided to make this hit piece. Oh, let's make these guys into that. Why wouldn't you try to take them in as bad faith as possible? I'm not saying you should do that. That's obviously wrong to do something like that. But like, why wouldn't you want to try to do that? Like that would make more sense to me. You think you'd want to be as bad faith as possible. Instead, they show a clip of them joking about how that Nisa fucks dogs. And then a super reasonable take about how when you share something on the internet, people are going to say stuff because they want that attention from you and they want that reaction. It's like, oh, what are we doing here? Like, what? That's your strategy to make your opponents look as good as possible? It doesn't make any sense.
The fucking total evisceration.
Dude, what the
of somebody.
fuck is happening?
Like Ethan style, like what you do.
I mean, I think that's giving him too much credit.
Okay, all right, fair enough. But against like YouTube personalities like that
He was
world.
known. He was highly respected by people, and basically, like AB was saying, a lot of people were inspired by him. He would do these really elaborate takedown videos that would just eviscerate people. And now he's crying about people fucking joking about his life.
He would go after people who were like on top and like unchecked, like Rice Gum, or people who were like blowing up, but like just got away with so much crazy shit and no one was calling out.
One of his biggest one was on Tana.
Yeah, if you
really?
Tom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out Tana.
And she was 18 at the time, and I think he was like his late 20s, and they specifically drove to her to like get a clip of them saying the N-word in front of her.
He said say the N-word, but he said it.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Want to talk about creepy? This is creepy.
I think, wasn't it because she said the N-word like previously or something?
You know what?
True.
The one that like I really liked was the Rice Gum one, because he called this guy Rice Gum. Rice Gum made a response like with like Post Malone music in his response video, and then in iDubbbz's response to that, Post Malone was in the video as like a fuck you, and that was thanks to you guys, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
You guys remember when Ian was friends with Post Malone? Whatever happened to that? whatever happened to that? You know?
Yeah. It was really
Old
cool.
Tony Soprano.
And how many
It was
views?
a big day for the unemployed, as they say.
How many views were we talking? Like that
A
Tana,
lot,
the Rice Gum
millions.
ones.
Lots of millions.
And now
of
he's dealing with
millions.
these two assholes.
But he was like also
I think
kind of
one's
like
removed,
the he was like
Oh,
the,
he
the
unlisted
nothing
them
is
all.
No, it got the content. One of them got removed.
Wait, remember this? He took them all down because he felt bad. Except he came back out of retirement to make one about me. Sorry, you let it go. You off.
7.4 million views. Holy shit.
Yeah, I think the majority were just people who want to see a car crash, or I think there was a lot of snarkers who showed up, and I think there was a ton of people who hate him and people who are just overall curious, about this grotesque happening. Anyway,
Damn, Thomas really is offline. What the fuck? It's crazy.
Can say Hilla.
Just how like it's really hard to portray it. Maybe we'll need to find some clips to show you, but it would be like he would always say the N-word and F word, for example.
People a slur.
That's nice.
And
one of my most fucked up clips that people always share, and it's the only time I've actually used language like this, because I am not someone who uses slurs like that ever. Okay, and
which slurs do you use then, Ethan?
People who are combing through my 14-year-old Reddit account.
Whoa!
Yeah, there's no slurs in that, right? But
kind of a waste. I mean, come on.
But what they say is, Ian came on my show, and this was a long time ago. And at the time, I had this idea that if I'm talking about this word and I'm having a conversation about the word, and I'm not.
Yeah, there was like this idea that like if you're talking about it in context, you might as well just say the word, or else it's almost like irresponsible. I remember Louis C.K. even had a joke about it. About the N-word. He's like, if you use the phrase the N-word, like you're being a coward, you're already putting it into my mind, you might as well say it. So like that was kind of a common sentiment back then. I think it's wrong. I mean, I think that it's respectful to just like not actually use it. It's like bare minimum respect. But like I get where people were coming from back then. Like, you know what I mean? I don't even know if I believe that or not. Because like I didn't have like a strong opinion about it. I wasn't like, oh, you know what? You know what I mean? Like it wasn't something that I wasn't an online creator, so I didn't suss out my specifics on that.
Weaponizing it against people, then it's okay to say it. And so in this conversation we're having, I said the N-word and the F-word, referencing what he said.
Okay.
And so me referencing his saying, that was his saying. Now that's the clip that gets fucking passed around forever.
What do you mean that was his saying? That was like his catchphrase?
Yes. His catchphrase was the N-word and the F-word put together.
Also, to add context, the reason why you were saying that specifically at the time was because he made a video saying all slurs are okay to say. Either you say none of them or you're saying all of them. Yeah. And obviously he chose you say all of them, right?
Which, by the way, I since the beginning thought that was an insanely dumb take. Like
that's a brave stance you took.
Yeah, that was another famous line from him was like saying it's either all okay or none of it's okay. So
yeah, it's obviously stupid.
He says all of it.
Really not true.
So how long did it take him to go from that to this?
To this, yeah. Don't know.
One marriage.
Yeah, I mean,
damn, that was funny. What the fuck, dude? That was funny. What the fuck? One marriage. That's so funny to me.
People say Anissa.
We're getting distracted, but thanks for the insight.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to show him saying the N-word. Hell no.
Well, you would have to bleep the word.
You get it.
No, I understand. I don't need to hear it.
I'm not touching that.
Show pussy.
But if you've made your career being the N-word, F-word guy, it's great that you've changed and become a more compassionate person, but you lost the right to cry and bitch and get defensive when people make fun of you forever. Right? That's part of the amends that you should make. You can't complain about this stuff, buddy.
Well, that's why they do it. And you're telling them that it affects you. So guess what? They're going to keep doing it. This is how the internet works. It shouldn't be, but that's how it is.
The whole time, he's not saying...
He literally could have just cut it off at the it shouldn't be. Because if he had just cut it off right there, that would have made the guy look a little worse. But he couldn't even do that. And again, like, it shouldn't be trying to make people look bad. Dude, I'm going to fuck my mom. I'm just kidding. Stop. I'm getting angry. Calm down. Anyway. Anyway, you shouldn't be doing that. But, you know, what do you like? That seems to be your goal, is to try to position them as bad so you're good by comparison. So what are you doing?
Saying that he is a perpetrator of bullying her. What he's saying is that other people are doing that. But he is doing it actively. In this video, he is bullying.
His point here, if you can believe it, is he's saying Kino Casino wouldn't dare take responsibility for making fun of Anissa. Bro, do I need to run that intro again? What an insane fucking point to include in your video. It's mad.
Bullying
It's
Anissa.
nonsense.
And in other videos, he's literally bullied and made fun of her dad who has Alzheimer's.
Yeah, he doesn't
With
care.
a late stage dementia
He doesn't
patient
care.
who is
Guys, when I get angry, I say wild shit, okay? Stop.
extremist Muslim.
He
and
doesn't
he sees his
care.
daughter covered in tattoos, married to iDubbbz the cuck, and he just freaks the out.
But do you see what I'm
iDubbbz is having
saying? Everything they say is just as inflammatory as possible.
Like, they're not going to change.
Yeah. They don't care. They literally don't care.
That's what they do. That's why people watch, right?
take him on walks through the neighborhood, talk to this demented guy.
Jesus Christ. I didn't catch this the first time. They were fucking bad.
No, they're nuts.
Yeah.
They're totally unhinged.
Yeah.
And that's why it's crazy that he's like making some central point about calling them out like, oh, bro, you wouldn't dare to admit that you're the one bullying us. It's like, bro, what? These guys don't care.
This is something that he's very familiar with. But for some reason, in this moment, he refuses to take any ownership of the fact that he is part of the problem.
Like, that's what people are going to do because they want
It's
to...
like getting a scolding from like the most annoying, dumb fucking teacher in the school. It's like the janitor giving you a scolding, you know what I mean, about like not doing your homework. It's like, well, dude, what the fuck? Like, what the hell are you talking about?
get a reaction out of you. So that's why they do it. And you're telling them that it affects you.
He doesn't
Hold
want
on, can you pause real quick? I've got 2 kids, right? And I had this conversation last night. I got a 10-year-old daughter and a 6-year-old daughter. The 10-year-old's goal in life is to fuck with a 6-year-old, right? She lives for it. So we're in the car. I'm driving her back from Target yesterday, and she is just fucking with her. And the thing she does most is make smug face, like.
Oh, God.
It drives the 6-year-old insane, right?
Oh, no.
So I tried to have the conversation with her. Like, the more you like let it get under your skin, the more your sister's gonna do that shit.
Right.
It's the same fucking thing we're talking about here.
He is talking about himself.
Like,
He's
what are
talking
you
about all
doing?
the trolls. He's definitely referring to himself.
Like, if you didn't let him affect them, you wouldn't have them on there. We wouldn't know who the fuck Kino, the big casino, or whatever the hell his name is.
He's literally giving you good advice. He's like, the more you say that everybody is going to obviously weaponize it against you. What, AB?
Sorry, I was just going to say, Nate walked away for a sec. We couldn't find Tom's button. We weren't trying to silence him. We couldn't find where his button was on the switcher.
Running around trying to...
Yeah.
Tom, what?
Huh?
They went to the bathroom.
Oh, I gotcha.
Tom's subway.
So they couldn't see you?
I think they'll live. Secondary control panel here, and so I was running around over trying to.
I'm sure it's okay.
To be fair, it probably smells like shit.
You're not.
No, it doesn't.
Didn't you just come from the
It
bathroom? Use
doesn't.
some airspray, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you.
Also, I was gonna say that Ian, out of all the people, that is his first time addressing those trolls that have been going against him for years. He could say anything about them. He could roast them to the ground. He can do so many jokes about them, and he just decides to like
Call them
give
fat.
context.
He just decides to just call them like shame. He just decides to try to shame them, like, but it's like really shitty. Like, it's just like a weird sympathy troll. It was just like pathetic shaming. It wasn't even good shaming. It was so embarrassing. Like, he could have done so much better. But his whole thing was like, hey guys, look at them being super reasonable. You know what it is? Okay, I think it makes sense now. Okay. So I think what iDubbbz and obviously Anissa, I think that they thought that they could be really intelligent and nuanced. I think that's where they were trying to go with. It's like, I'm going to come up with an argument you don't realize. So you're sitting here bullying Anissa, and then you're telling people, or you're trying to sound reasonable when it comes to, talking about her dad with Alzheimer's. Well, did you actually know that even by you calling it out, you're doing, you know what I mean? Like, it's like a thing. Well, okay, the point that they were trying to make was like, oh, just by talking about it, you are the same audience of people that are doing this. Yeah, we know, they know that. They are not going as far, from what I saw, what you see, to actually make fun of this guy, to the degree, specifically the dad. They make fun of Anissa and Ian. But like, yeah, there wasn't a nuanced point. Like they know that. They don't care. They're just saying like, you're giving them ammunition. They're just giving you advice. They're telling you like, listen, every time you talk, you're just giving us more and more ammunition to make fun of you, and it's funny. They're not saying like they don't necessarily want you to stop. They're just telling you that that's what's happening.
Next and call one guy fat.
And meanies.
Yeah,
His criticism essentially boils down to you guys are mean.
Yeah, but this is like his space to roast those guys, and he is the comedy guy. He's the one who was supposed to roast them to the ground, but it just doesn't happen. And he's just like, let's talk stoicism and empathy and how they are not right in this exact sentence on this second.
It's crazy, man. But do you see what I'm saying? There hasn't been a single attempt at comedy. Like, he actually wants us to just sit down and think about, bro, you're iDubbbz, okay?
But there's nothing to sit down and think about. But like, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, they're trying to be like fucking intelligent and nuanced about it. There's nothing to think about, dude. There's literally nothing to think about.
Don't even try.
Admit it, and it makes you wonder why. And we get a little window into that at the end of the clip.
This is how the internet works.
Yes, he's right.
But that's how it is.
He says he's right. He's giving you good advice. What's interesting is the clips he keeps playing are actually owning him.
In this moment, it shouldn't be. Why the fuck do you think he says it shouldn't be? Could that be because it's wrong and it's a mean, evil thing to do?
Damn. So sad. Hey guys, don't guys. I don't know if you know this. You guys should try not to be mean to people. It's not a nice thing to do. I don't know if you guys know that. It's just a little advice to you. Just try not to be mean, you know.
And it's.
I'm so bored. How much time do we have left?
I'll just let him play.
Acknowledge that someone is suffering.
Sorry, no offense to you, but like,
you're right. We have a lot more to get to.
What are we talking about?
Continuously for the thing
I still haven't raised my hand that I said I know what this video is about.
Or struggling with.
It's level of analysis.
It's like chaos right now. I think Tom's trying to be funny and be like, this is boring, but not trying to be like, turn it off. And then Ethan's getting a little bit offended by it.
Is like not even surface level. He's like, oh, you said they. Well, in my fucking laboratory, I have calculated the logic of that statement. And I have come to the conclusion that by they, you are skirting responsibility. Answer for that. And they're like, whoa, buddy, celebrate it.
You say Fart Narman has covered. Why do you know about Fart Narman? What the fuck? You said Fart Narman covered it too? Why do you guys even know about that? What the fuck? That's fucking crazy.
Times they're having the best day of their lives.
They're ringing the fuck out of that gong.
Hell yeah.
Refuses, like a coward does, to take any responsibility for him being part of the problem. I don't think a lot of these commentary channels want to be held to a higher standard. I think
No, they don't. That's why they make fun of you all day. Wow. I don't think that these commentary channels want to be held to a high standard. No. Why? That's why they're not talking about things that matter. They're talking about you and your wife and making fun of you. It's just like reality TV show shit. That's what they're doing this. I guess. What?
They want to comment on the strategy of things, and they don't want to reveal too much of their own morals or principles.
What are you talking about?
This next guy is the perfect example of what I'm doing.
Here's what I'm gonna do. It continues to be this dumb and bad, and he continues to just target, like, trolls. Like, just out-and-out trolls. I'm gonna skip this part. You can obviously... There's nothing to even really for me to address here. He's still addressing... He addressed Tectone. Oh, here he's come back to them. Name the story. Yeah.
Damn, Ian got... H3 got offended by Tom saying that he thought it was stupid. Damn.
Because the live stream goes crazy, and we want to make sure we don't run out of time. Yeah, here it is. Here's where we are. Last name.
Also,
racism,
there are a lot of grown...
Racism. That gong, bro. Xenophobia. White man steals another fucking heritage. What are you, the last samurai?
Again, it's not from Japan.
Can you say, it's from Southeast Asia.
I like how Zach has multiple gongs.
It's basically Japan, guys, right?
All different gongs.
What is it?
It's East Asia. Not South.
You're not thinking
Asia's pretty big. It's south of somewhere.
I'm speaking facts, bro.
South Asia would be...
Challenge me on geography.
Yeah, that would be India, South.
I'm the traffic guy.
Hold on.
I also think the band Asia used the gong too.
Did Steely Dan use it on the album Asia?
I believe they did, yes.
Countries referred to as Southeast Asia include Indonesia, Philippines, Malaysia, mainland nations such as Vietnam, Thailand, Myanmar. What about China?
You're really arguing about this?
That would be East Asia.
Whoa. What are you fucking, some kind of, what are you like
I'm a traffic guy, Ethan.
All you do Not anymore, you're not.
Whoa, relax, guys. You don't want to be a traffic guy, okay? The last one didn't go too well for him. I was talking about the guy who trafficked children, so it was a little Epstein joke, but didn't really land. So,
real-time strategy history games. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
That does have a decent amount to do with why I know this.
Okay. Wow. Fuck me in it. Fuck me, dude. I gotta fix my shit. So East Asia. So sorry.
You gotta play some Hearts of Iron.
I was trying to think of what is. Okay, whatever.
All right, I guess we're gonna fall there.
The gong business.
Men out there who were outraged to find out that I changed my last name from Washburn to Jama when I married Anissa.
Who took his
pajamas.
Wife's last name, taking Anissa's last
this video
name.
like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. Like I feel like this. I feel like I remember all of this.
Yeah.
Right.
I believe he's also addressed a lot of this stuff on this very
Yeah,
podcast.
it's like we know how you feel, man.
Nobody cares.
And yeah, it's not a big deal that you took your wife's last name. Genuinely, like
I don't think
doesn't fucking matter.
I don't think it's big. I don't think it says anything about your character. I do think it's kind of funny though, in the context of your
maybe a little bit.
entire story. That people are like, she's taken everything from him, and then because it's very uncommon to see a man take his wife's last name, and so to make that,
I feel like if you're gonna take your wife's last name, you have to be like a strong guy. You have to be like yeah, you know what? I'm confident that Ian's just a fucking washout. That
gesture her. It is funny. Like you have to face the facts. That when you did that, you have to know that people were gonna fucking clown on you forever for that.
Facts are facts.
Facts are facts. Facts.
Taking your wife's last name.
He's taken her last name.
His last name.
The last name, the story. Okay. Oh yeah, there's so many. I forgot. By the way, he doesn't include a clip of me even talking shit. It's just me acknowledging that he changed his last name. Look at this.
Oh, it sounds like you had a tone on either, Ethan. So
last name.
By the way, he's also playing an overlay of me and Demon
No, that's
mode.
me.
Oh, this is you?
When I was covering Nate, I just went a little ham with the overlays. Once I learned how to do the fade, I just was doing it
Oh,
constantly.
this is in our video.
Yeah.
Oh.
I baked it in. Haters get fucked.
That makes more sense because that meme, we definitely reclaimed that meme.
Yeah, it's Dale's fake name.
What, Demon Mode?
That's from King of the Hill.
Demon Mode's from King of the Hill?
By the way, in the
dude, fucking King of the Hill just keeps showing up. It's fucking funny.
case of our clip, I don't know what the context is, but I feel like we were talking about how we didn't like what she said, because she was like, if I kept his last name, I would be like somebody. Anissa Washburn sounds like somebody that stormed. Yeah, it sounds like somebody that stormed the White House on January 6th.
She was speaking like really disrespectful of his.
And I remember us talking about that.
She said that that's like a.
It's really not that bad. I don't really get it. Although you want to know what's really cringe about Ian taking Anissa's last name? He's not. He took Anissa's dad's last name. That's fucking crazy. You know what I mean? That's gay. Taking a man's last name.
White trash
Yeah.
last name?
Yeah, white trash last name. Like, ew. I would never.
So I don't even know what he got there.
Yeah, they're not even showing me being mean about it. Last name, the story. Okay. Oh yeah, there's so many. I forgot.
I think some of these people,
Literally, he's not explaining what we're saying. What is that cut?
Dude.
People think I'm trying to push a woke agenda or some shit, but I don't give a fuck what anyone does with their own last names.
A woke agenda. Ooh.
So why are you talking about it? Spare us all and don't talk about it.
What I chose to do because I like her last name better.
Fine.
Wow.
Nobody gives
When
a
my
fuck.
rented boxing coach and his wife decided
boxing coach.
What?
to go on H3 podcast as like this mutual exchange of talking shit about Anissa and I in exchange for $5,000.
Dude,
bro.
Honestly, I'm gonna
tell you, I was.
Dan, Ethan, listen, dude, don't sue him. Don't sue him, please, for me, okay? But every time Ethan sues somebody, they stop talking. Every time somebody stops talking, it gives us less things to talk about, dude. Don't do it. Let him keep lolcowing himself, bro. Let him keep walking into this fucking trap he's building himself into. You know what I'm saying, dude?
Dang
taking that.
He keeps making the accusation.
Yep.
Dude, you know what? I'm gonna look into this. I'll pay for it because I know they're not in a position to pay for a defamation lawsuit. But if I pass it by the lawyer and they think that there's something interesting there, I'll fund it. You know, let's go.
You're gonna fund them. You're gonna fund a lawsuit against. You're gonna give the other person money for a lawsuit. That can't look good for you, right? Like, doesn't that look bad? Because then couldn't people, like, if you're like Denims or Frogan or Casey Tron or whatever right now, wouldn't you like look at this and be like, listen, he's just very sue hungry. I don't even think he really means this. Blah, blah, blah. I wonder if you could use it as like a defense or something.
Ian, when you drop,
But like, why lie about that? Why lie about that? It's on video.
He's just come back.
And all the parties can confirm. Like,
well, you know what's
it's
wild?
so simple.
They came off so good. Michael the Box Trader and Kate, they came off so well, and they eviscerated him.
Yeah.
And nowhere does he dispute any of their claims. He's just talking about the $5,000.
This one he attempts to dispute.
Oh, he does. Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Well, the $5,000 is his attempt to dispute it. It's like, oh, they took money to lie. That's basically his whole argument.
That was sort of under the premise that I owed them some sort of bonus money.
Yeah, I mean, like, we were also promised a bonus on CC1, and we never got it. But because Michael was so nice, he didn't want to, like, make Ian feel uncomfortable and ask Ian and Anissa about it.
Why didn't you communicate with me?
And I was always under the assumption that there was no bonus because even though he told me there was a bonus, he then disappeared for 6 months and I never saw him. So I was like, was there a bonus or was there not a bonus?
So his story tracks because we know Creator Clash 1 was a big success. And as a result, AB knows all the fighters and a lot of people involved got a big bonus.
That's another reason I love these people.
Did other people involved get a bonus, or was it just the fighters?
I didn't know. We were out to eat, and they're like, "Oh, by the way, you got like this big bonus." I was like, "Oh, fuck!"
Because nobody asked for it.
I'll pay for the bill. Yeah.
And by the way, it's extremely normal for for a fighter like this in this position to tip their boxer, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you told us you tipped
I tip coach. But yeah, the only thing is like talking about ahead of time, I found was a little unique. But besides that, yeah, I tipped Wally. I didn't tip Michael the first time because he wasn't my coach, and yeah.
Well, he was just there for you.
Yeah.
For one fight. But Michael like dedicated years of his life to training this goofball. But anyway, his claim, Ian attempts to claim he's lying, but it really does track with everything we know happened. That he was telling everybody at the time that there was a big bonus, and then he found out that everybody got a bonus, and he didn't, and he's feeling burned by it, understandably, right? And like I said earlier, if you want to look at the credibility scale, they're at the top and you're at the bottom.
So it was like the whole claim that like he got they were giving out bonuses to the fight. Okay, this actually makes more sense to me. So is the argument that they got a bonus? All the fighters got a bonus, and when you get a bonus, you typically tip or split to some extent some of that bonus with your coach. So like if you get like $10,000, you give him like $1,000. But Ian and Anissa didn't tip, or Ian didn't tip his coach, probably because he paid himself or something. Is that what it is? That makes sense to me.
So I have no reason to believe you, and I have no reason not to believe them.
There was never a bonus. I never spoke to these losers about a bonus.
Well, you're a liar, so I don't care what you have to say about it. You're lying in this video.
Was paying these people an hourly rate to do the job that I asked for them to do.
Sound a lot like a capitalist to me. Right? Like that's when I heard this part, I was like, dude, this guy is a fucking diehard capitalist.
Not only that, he kept like telling everybody that it's for charity. So they said they gave him like a discounted hourly rate because they thought, you know, they were doing something for charity and they would feel bad to charge like a full rate. And also they did on the side like a lot of free recording for, he told them there was going to be a documentary. So they thought their time was being invested towards something. And then he never did the documentary.
That was going to promote his gym. And he never did anything with it because he's so fucking lazy.
He never even thanked them on social, right?
No.
Didn't they say that?
Right. Didn't do anything.
I mean, that's literally the least you could do. I mean, the least amount of work.
Well, listen to the capitalist Ian explain how he paid him fair and square and he doesn't owe them anything.
And they got paid rate to do the job out of bonus. I was paying these people an hourly rate to do the job that I asked for them to do. And they got paid. This fucking loser with the beard got paid $32,000.
That's the joke?
Loser with a beard.
This loser with a beard? And you paid him $32,000 for like working with you for 2 years? Congratulations. Am I supposed to think you're generous? Doesn't sound like you paid him enough. If I'm being totally honest, Ian, you cheap fucking loser. You literally don't shower to save money on your water bill. And we see it, dude. At least wash your face in the sink, man.
AB, how much is it normally for to pay a trainer for the month?
It's honestly such a...
I mean, I know it's a wide range.
Well, one of the things I question is like, one of the problems that I would say is when iDubbbz decided he wasn't going to show up to training, was he paying his coach? Because I would almost doubt it. It sounds weird, but like, you know, you should be doing a certain amount of training, but you have a coach and they're working with you. That time slot is still to some degree occupied by you in case you want to come back. Right? So like, are you just basically getting their money and not really, like, is he filling his time up to wait for you, but you're not paying him? Like, I wonder about that as well.
It's so...
From how much time they spent from things you've heard
I
from...
think that he was paying him a lot. I think that was a good amount what he was paying him, like a very...
Well, I think a lot matters with the intensity of the training. And
that too. Yeah, I think they were like following him everywhere.
He's spending all day with
Yeah, and then there was also the cinematography aspect. So yeah.
So anyway, here's capitalist Ian.
An hourly rate to do the job that I asked for them to do, and they got paid. This fucking loser with a beard got paid $32,000 for training an influencer to box, and she got paid
Over what time
$9,000
period?
to film some of it. They conveniently never talked
Over
to
what
either
time
one of us
period?
about.
32,000 in how long?
Yeah, that was a question too. It depends how many months is he training him before. AB, how long did you? Is he still there?
So we were allocated $20K to pay for our training, and I think everyone's training was covered by that.
In 1 year.
In 1 year.
In 1 year.
Okay, but he was working with him 2 years, wasn't he?
Yeah, he did 2 years with him.
Yes.
So if you do 20K times 2, he's not paying him even the allocation.
And how many months are you training for a fight, AB? 3 months?
Well, like I said, it's all over. Like I had.
Also, he was training 2 people because Anissa didn't.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, she was.
Even though she wasn't boxing, she insisted on being trained.
And choosing the music at the gym. Always, she got the aux cord.
Yes.
Yeah. I think Ian was paying him a lot, but also they were with him a lot. So, and there's a lot of traveling involved and everything. So.
You can
By the way, they disclose that. I asked them, like, you guys got paid for everything. They were like, yeah, no, we got paid. That's not what's happening here.
But he did say that he felt bad charging them properly what he should have because he was training too.
And I 100%.
Well, they also probably wanted to. To train iDubbbz because they thought it would be really good like recognition for their brand. Like, yeah, you know what, I wanna train this guy because he's an influencer and I could potentially get more generation for my brand as a boxing coach. And then that kind of fell through a little bit to some degree, because Ian wouldn't really show up half the time. I mean, not half, but like a good amount of the time he wasn't training in as much as hard as he was supposed to, and that kind of had like I would say like didn't help this guy's brand. So
I can't believe him because that's not even the first person that said that.
Yeah.
You hear that from many vendors and people that work with them.
About that, you asked them, or you didn't want to.
No, I just let
I'm the same.
They conveniently don't have any text messages or emails or contracts that have anything to do with bonus money because that conversation didn't happen.
So I reached out to Michael to see if he had anything, and he said that it was a verbal agreement, which again makes sense to me. You guys are boxing, you're training. This is not something you're going to write down. You're saying, oh yeah, there's a bonus. Like, I mean, it makes sense. I believe him. You're lying in this video.
They're lying to Ethan and his crew. And
well, if the bonus is more of like a tip, then it makes sense that it wouldn't be like explicitly stated how much you would get if you won or whatever. So I wouldn't doubt it.
They're lying to the audience.
How is it that we put on this great event? We raised $1.3 million for charity, and he promised us a bonus. And then right after the event, he just kind of pretend like he's too busy to check in with us.
Too busy to check in with you. I don't need to fucking check in with you.
What are we, friends? It's not like we went to Thanksgiving dinner together. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait.
I'm not. You're not my parents.
Is that a joke?
He seems like a pleasure to work with.
Not my parents. Is that a joke?
I think it's a joke. I think that qualifies.
He went to have a Thanksgiving dinner with them.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
he's
you're
like
right.
shitting on them. I don't know who you are. I just spent like the biggest family dinner with you. I don't know what's
You're
that
right.
about.
Yes, it was a big deal because I remember it was.
It was like at her little apartment or something.
First Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
It was like a special thing for them. Yeah, I mean, you're just being a dickhead, bro. You're doing the same thing you did to me. Like, bro, we were never friends. It's like, Michael, I barely fucking even know you. It's like, shut up, dude. Well, that might be true because his memory and his executive functions are really declining. So it might be true that he just doesn't remember it. It might be.
The fuck are you talking about? You weren't promised a bonus. I was doing my own shit. Why the fuck would I want to spend my time with you when I'm
That implies that he didn't like
That's mean.
them even before.
Yes.
He's saying, I never thought enough of you guys to
such a
ever hang out with you to
scumbag.
begin with. I mean, what a disgusting human being. What a judgmental fucking asshole.
You're just like inside, you're ugly,
Yeah.
Inside and outside.
Yeah, but I don't care about the outside as much. Like inside,
I do. No, I do
you're
because it's
so
kind of
ugly.
Probably all those cavities.
He's greasy. It's kind of hard to look at.
Yeah.
But like these were people he went to their house for Thanksgiving. Now he's saying, fuck you. I never want to hang out with you anyway. Go fuck yourselves.
Yeah. Nice guy.
filming a show with Dax Flame. You guys are fucking losers.
I was filming a show with Dax Flame when I was supposed to be training, and that had a negative impact on your brand, but I don't care because I'm entitled.
So you thought they were losers, not worth your time at the time. That's literally what he's saying. That's insane. It's just a disgusting claim by a disgusting dude, man. It's just a really gross situation.
About that, you asked them, or you didn't want to.
If it was promised to you, if this imaginary bonus was promised to you, that should give you a lot of confidence to at least say bonus.
This is abuser logic, by the way. It's like, oh well, if you were, I know this is extreme.
This would be the conversation about a power dynamic, though. No, like this is your coach. You're a big influencer. He wants to keep you appeased because he wants to like have a good name for his brand, so he doesn't feel as comfortable being able to push back against you. There is this promise, or probably a conversation at the very least, about some kind of a bonus, and you're putting it all onto them, the people that are at really the victims of the power dynamics to some degree. So that's how you can say victim, I suppose, in this instance. You're putting it on them to advocate for themselves when it can be more difficult. Now, I'm not saying that they shouldn't have advocated for themselves. I'm just saying that would be part of the difficulty of advocating for themselves in this instance. So
Extremely hyperbolic. I'm not accusing anyone of like sexual abuse or anything, but it kind of reminds me of this. It's the kind of same logic where it's like, oh, you were raped. Well, why didn't you report it to the police?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Oh, that might be a little much, but okay.
And he's like, oh well, you got stiffed a bonus. Why didn't you ask me about it? It's like, well, for a lot of reasons, probably that a woke person should understand. Right?
Well, it sounds like too. Remember, he didn't answer any of their texts, so maybe he did. I wasn't sure. I don't remember if they were texting about it or not.
Yeah.
But he did say he never replied to any
When
of their texts.
we asked them to reimburse Lena, they didn't, and they just ignored the request or like shrugged it off, like no, that's not happening. So
and their poor business
obviously
partners got stuck with this giant mess.
Yeah.
After they pieced out, was generous enough to reimburse you guys fully, which was cool. But honestly, I felt bad for them. They had this fucking disaster on their hands, and Ian and Anissa just were like, hey, not our problem. Good luck, guys.
It's just interesting how in this they left so many people hanging and like feeling used.
And
like, so many people.
Whoa, guys! Don't be talking shit about Dax Flame. He's fun. You guys, he's funny. I haven't seen some of his stuff on the YouTube and shit. He's funny. What the hell are you guys talking about?
Like that.
Yeah.
AB. These are people who were riding for them the whole time.
Yeah, I understand. Like I said, I felt bad during this call-in, regardless of who's right or wrong, but just like putting myself in that position. I feel so sad if that was Wally. And I feel like if he feels that way, I feel like he's justified to feel sad about it, but like just attacking him, I don't know. It's
gross.
to me. Yeah.
Yeah, and when I saw this, I was like, this is literally the worst people you could target for a takedown. They're extremely likable. They came off extremely convincing.
And they have big muscles.
They had a powerful story, which included her being a child bride and an activist.
It's funny because this is one of those instances where like the power dynamic conversation is actually valid. When like most of the time I'm like, dude, give me a fucking break. But I mean, you have two people who are supposedly very aware of power dynamics. I mean, they talk like they're aware of power dynamics. They probably use the word power dynamic. And so they should understand that they're larger influencers working with like a coach that, and that coach wants them to be like a positive advocate for his brand, right? We know that. And so you should be aware of like, okay, there is a power dynamic here. Like, okay, like he's not going to feel comfortable asking for a bonus because he's going to want to work with me again, you know, right? Like that would be the logic. Like, oh, we did good this year, but like if I do that with him, I can't push too hard or else maybe he won't hire me again or something along those lines. So like you'd think that what the fuck is that? You think that they would be more aware of this whole power dynamic shit going on here, especially because again, they're fucking more left leaning. But that's one of the conversations I'm sure that they fucking talk about all the time. Power dynamics, all the fucking time.
Against that, which is like already almost like how we couldn't hold them in higher regard. And so your theory is to try to discredit them
and call them losers.
Yeah.
Someone who, remember their story, if you guys didn't watch, she was a child bride. She had to fucking escape from her house with two little kids with nothing and restart her life over again in a foreign city, right?
Yep.
And they're fucking losers?
Yeah.
Ian was more reasonable towards Kino Casino guys than he is towards his like coach. He was completely understanding about Kino Casino. He was like really precise with his wording, like what to say about them and whatnot. When it got to his coach and his wife, who was a child bride, it's like straight up start to roast them, calling them losers, disgraced. All the roast went to them instead of.
That would make sense because they would be afraid of the Kino Casino audience to some degree, I guess. So they're just like trying to come off as more reasonable, even though they're failing. That would make sense.
Any other losers that he talked about before?
Shit. My boy.
He's the man. Socialist woke legend king.
Potentially a lot of money for you, you know, in this fictional scenario.
Money shaming.
Where you were promised a bonus. Surely it makes sense to at least inquire if it was promised to you, right? Because I've been consistently paying you.
This is textbook abuser.
It's funny because he could literally just be like, oh, it was promised to you? Huh? What, 3,000 years ago? He could have made a joke. Like, Ian just isn't funny, dude. It's fucking embarrassing for him. He's so fucking boring.
Logic. I mean, there's a power dynamic. There's this awkward. I mean, I've been in. We can all relate. You've been in positions where, like, you could have.
I do wish that Ethan would explain what that power dynamic is, like a little more explicitly to his audience. But
said something. You should have said something, maybe, but you don't.
Ethan. Did I say Ethan or Ian? You know what I mean? Yeah, Ethan.
For whatever reason.
I'm sure they were able to read the room, Ian. When you don't answer messages,
it means something.
And then he says not answering messages, they know if they're gonna text you out of the blue about a bonus, you're not gonna answer that as well. There's, you know, you lay a certain environment around you, and they can read that.
I mean, and obviously the relationship, he must have not been inviting and warm enough that they felt safe to ask him for it, right?
Day after day for all the work you were doing. So
that is not proof that you didn't offer a bonus, and the fact that you think so is extremely troubling.
Never missed a payment for you and your wife, and a bonus was promised at some point. Then don't you think it would be pretty fucking obvious and apparent that you should text me, hey, what about that bonus? Of course, but there was no bonus because you're fucking lying. Fuck these crooked people.
They literally just lied about them, bold-faced, provable, malicious lie about them in this video, bro.
Crooked people. Where do you get that?
Dude, didn't this the interview like 3-4 months ago? Don't you think if they were crooked, something would have come out by now?
You guys are,
oh, yeah.
You guys are legends.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess. I don't necessarily adhere to that argument. I mean, I understand the argument. I don't necessarily think that's true. But they seem like they're fairly pretty trustworthy guys. They're just frustrated by what's going on here. That makes the most sense.
I mean, stand up, self-made.
Came on this podcast,
nice.
They used this bonus thing as some sort of like weird exchange of like, yeah, we can't go on the podcast and just talk blatant shit about our clients. So what we're instead
not clients, well, maybe if you include any
going to do is pretend like we were stiffed by our clients after they promised us a windfall of cash. There's so many other truthful
a windfall of cash. It's $5,000.
That's not what they said. Yeah.
Well, he's trying to finance shame them. He's like, it's a lot of money to you, kind of a thing.
Goes to show where he's at mentally with money. He's like, oh, dude, this is a windfall. You think I was going to hand you $5,000? You know what I could do with $5,000? That's to cover my water bill for 10 years.
Get rid of the stupid fucking fence.
Maybe 15 if I'm really frugal.
Things that they could have focused on the podcast that would have made me look like a bitch to a certain, sector of the internet.
I mean, they do seem like pretty trustworthy guys. Evidence. What evidence? What evidence do you want me to? Okay, I'm getting one guide. Yeah, they do seem trustworthy. I mean, we've seen Ian and Anissa lie constantly, so I really don't put it past them, especially on top of the fact that it's apparently customary to tip your coach after you get a bonus. AB tipped his coach because he got a bonus, and iDubbbz didn't. That makes the most sense. So all logic points to this was probably a thing that happened. So
one of those things being me crying after a tough sparring session, like that's truthful.
Did you say he cried?
Oh, he had to have a meeting.
Yeah. So after that,
Ooh, you see how she's laughing?
Fine at the gym.
It's okay to cry, but it's not okay for him to cry. Now,
to give some context here, it is funny. I just cried at the beginning of the show, so I'm not by any means some macho guy who's opposed to crying readily. But like the fact that you got your ass beat and it made you cry it seems very juvenile. And also,
well, no, it doesn't. This one, I disagree with that. You know, I could see that being like a pretty stressful scenario. So I can understand him getting upset by that. You know, that one makes sense to me. What the hell is
it's okay to cry, but it is not okay. It's not normal to be crying all the time. It seems like you're constantly crying. I mean, that's a symptom. That's not like regular behavior. You know? Spare me.
I have something important to say. I think you are all pieces of shit.
Oh, wait. We missed the
podcast.
So this is the big
it's
moment.
It's okay to cry, but it's not okay for him to cry. Now, to the crew of the H3 podcast, I have something important to say. I think you are all pieces of shit. All right, everyone, that is going to do it for this episode of iDubbbz.
But why?
I love that. He just said that and stopped. I feel like he missed out so much context there. Just like intentionally, he cut something out that he wanted to say.
That didn't seem particularly important.
That was the most important thing he had to say. Okay. That's why he made this video. Now, bear in mind, I spent 3 months on a video, and I dropped the Hassan content nuke. He spends 3 months on a video. Working. This is his one project. And he capstones it by saying, and I have the most important thing to say about the crew, go fuck yourself. Like you didn't craft a joke, you didn't think of something funny, you didn't think of something like
I also don't think he worked on it for 3 months. Like he should have worked on it for 3 months. I think that he just like worked on it for like a second. And then put it out after like they probably got this impulsive idea of like, yeah, let's respond. And then let's make this. And then they just made this absolute shit fuck video, you know?
Like biting. He didn't do any sketches. He didn't do any bits. It's not funny. It's not entertaining. It's lazy. And it's very, very, very dumb. And look at his face.
Asshole.
That's a good one too. I like that.
No, that's stoic.
Such an asshole.
That's the
school pictures. Fucking true.
Picture of Stoicism right there.
Oh, brother.
Dude,
That's for him. Oh,
go ahead. I was just gonna say, just like after all this stuff in ABs too, like I love coming on the show and like I consider it an honor to sit with you guys. And I love like the silly shit the most of all, like telling dick jokes or whatever and just being stupid. But like this today, really after AB.
I agree with what he's saying. It's just so funny. I wonder if Ethan gets like offended by these the way that he classifies stuff.
First of all, I mean, what class and well-spoken and well thought out
100%.
And built a case, you know what I mean? Like really had evidence, and this is my point, and this is what supports it. Like, I was an English major, you were too. Like that's how you write or prepare an argument. And then just seeing them with
English major? Is that why he was homeless?
I mean, two great people.
Sorry, maybe that was a little crude. Sorry about that.
That all had us in tears in here when they told their fucking story, and to come at them as losers, they're just, and look, if you want to say, okay, I was making fun of him because he's greasy and doesn't shower and stuff, okay, take that aside. Okay, I apologize for that. They really are pieces of shit who don't get it. Some people get it in life, and you'll see, and some people just don't. They don't know how to treat people right. They don't pay their.
Am I actually at the Taylor Lorenz talk on? Nah, I have no interest in through Taylor Lorenz unless I really at all. When it came to that whole video about what was it? I forgot exactly what it was called. But like whatever the potential shadow money from like the Democrats, I just think that was like it was pathetic because there was like barely any conversation about how conservatives do that and then some, like much worse. And there was no conversation about that. So very clearly, it was like this weird. It was part of this like weird angle from people on the left that tried to like purity test the fuck out of other people on the left. It's like, oh, Democrats aren't left leaning enough for us, so we're gonna like basically go after them and take them down. In some capacity, and we're gonna do that and be as uncharitable as possible while barely really touching the right wing. That article had like one little sentence about tenant media, but it was nothing like it was clearly. It was a purity test. It was just another example of a purity test onto like another like leftist group. While Hassan will, and she's very attached to Hassan. While Hassan will sit there and complain about how he feels like he's getting purity tested by other people on the left and blah 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 blah. And like how we have to come together. And it's like no, you just want them to agree with you. You're not actually about trying to come together in some capacity. And that's what that whole entire thing was about. So I have no interest in really like covering it. I said what I had to say in like another video about it. It's just like fucking annoying as fuck. honestly. Oh shit, what's going on? AB's in the chat. That's cool, bro. I was hanging out in your chat yesterday. I popped in to say hi. I noticed that you had your feet up. Sorry, I was making a fucking meme because I keep harassing Ethan about his feet. How's it going? How you doing? Is that actually him, or is it a fucking meme? But yeah, man. Let's see. This is the channel that comes up when I check the AB's channel in my chat. So it's either actually him or an elaborate. It's a 5-year-old elaborate re-upload channel that managed to get 105,000 followers. That's been consistently uploading in the shadows his videos, and then view-botting them up view-wise for the long-form troll, just to come into my incredibly massive, huge channel. To troll me, dude, and make me look bad. I think that's what it is.
People, this is them living in the basement. There's consequences to your fucking actions. You can't go around treating people like assholes and have 10 million views and a big mansion and everything's good. Shit's gonna.
You can do that. You can do that. Okay, Hassan did it. He did Hassan did it. He did a pretty good job with it.
Catch up with you, and I don't think they'll ever get it. I can see them two. I can see them two working at a Denny's. Him as a short order cook, her as a fucking waitress.
Man, that was a joke. Say short order cook, short bus, because he has a fucking CTE, dude. It's kind of fucked up. Is that ableist?
Miserable. Yeah, but I could see them honestly ending up there.
I don't know. Ask about the hat. What hat? I already have a hat. I'm literally wearing Ethan sent me like 25 hats at this point. I think Ethan sent me. They've sent me like 3 hats at this point. I think the hot mom hat, which it's funny. It's my fat head. It does my fat head, and then they sent me 2 of these hats. I like the green one more, but I don't have as many outfits to wear with it because it's green. But I actually do have a pretty cute outfit to wear with it. It's actually these pants, a different shirt, and this hat. So, very specific.
Does Denny's give you their employees free meals? Because that'd be fire.
I don't know. You would know.
Why would I know?
My understanding is that you frequent Denny's. I know.
Even if that's true, why would I know their fucking business?
They're like closing down Denny's.
Because I'm not a line chef.
Damn,
We talk to
that's
the
so
waiters all the
creepy.
time. That's
You
why.
talking about Denny's is just creepy.
Absolutely creepy.
You want to fuck
That
Denny's?
knowledge is just too much.
I happen to stalk
Is Denny hot, dude? Come on.
Ethan every night, and I know.
I'd fuck a hot pancake, dude. You can't. It's nothing wrong with that. I don't think. Right?
Fact that he's been
stuck.
I would. And by the way, I do fuck.
I don't want to
Denny's.
reveal too much,
You should
but
go
that's
to
all.
Denny's.
This is fire.
Yeah, dude.
Also, I wanted to add on this ending about the crew. Where is your consistency? Like, he's the one that was criticizing Ethan for having a toxic workplace for the crew and like not caring for them or being a bad boss. And then Mr. iDubbbz, the most toxic YouTuber in YouTube history.
It's so funny though, because AB was just in here, but it seemed like they were bullying AB into leaving the show. And so they were saying that Ethan has a toxic workplace while basically trying to make it as toxic as possible. And I could understand a little bit being a little frustrated with how petty Ethan can be sometimes. I mean, I guess I couldn't understand it because I love being petty too. But, but then all they had to do, bro, is not keep pushing. Sometimes the best thing to do is just to be quiet. They couldn't even do that, and so now they're actually reviving. I mean, honestly, iDubbbz has not single-handedly, but done a pretty good job at restoring, or not restoring because Ethan was always successful, but doing a good job at kind of, keeping Ethan afloat. I mean, he turned around just by making a video about Ethan, turned around Ethan's credibility with a lot of people. He's keeping some of the people to stay working with him, right? That's having the complete opposite impact that they were hoping to have. It's fucking funny.
With the Content Cop series, you're gonna finish your video by telling the crew to go fuck themselves. At least be consistent. At least have some morals that you actually care about and follow through on those.
Yep, spot on, Eli. Spot on. Same thing with our silence means something. Sometimes being silent is the nice thing. Okay, but if I'm silent, I'm the fucking.
Why are you mad he's silent?
Yeah.
And you understand it when it comes to you.
Yeah.
You give yourself all the grace in the world to be silent.
And by the way, iDubbbz, in terms of you being iDubbbz, yeah, we are kind of fucking losers, but you're a bigger fucking loser for talking about the crew of this fucking show when you were
and many more
reasons. You know what I mean? Who are we? Half the people don't even know the fuck we are. They're like, who? I saw people even saying oh, wait, who's AB? What's AB saying? They're like, some guy from the H3 podcast. They don't know who the fuck we are. Half these people. Just because we're the gods of the snark world and you guys are the fucking peasants. We're the fucking newbie
we are snark
fucking
royalty.
gods. So yeah, the rest of the world don't care about us. Those are just our biggest fans.
And that's a symptom of snark rate. And one of the thoughts I had after watching this was, if anyone is genuinely a fan of his and is watching this, they will not know what the fuck is happening. They will not be entertained. They will not laugh. This is just a bad video. The only people it appeals to is the trolls, right? This is a video for the trolls to enjoy and feast on, singularly. Zero other effect.
Did we get that picture? That's a beautiful picture of iDubbbz. I love that. But yes, this is just a video for the trolls, and also the very mature individuals like myself and my viewers who like to consume the slop. But we have a lot of decorum when it comes to the way that we consume. We are slop connoisseurs. You know, we are all basically individuals who eat at, you know, Michelin star restaurants every day, but sometimes enjoy a good McDonald's meal. You know what I mean? You know, that's our energy we're bringing here. We're experts. You know, this we do this just. I'm just being stupid. No, but yeah, not just trolls, man. I don't know. I feel like we're not trolls here. I don't think we're trolls. We like to get down into some very unimportant stuff here, but we're not fucking trolls. We're just having like a good time. It's a guilty pleasure, you know. Oh fuck.
Yeah. It's fucking insane.
All right.
Such an asshole. If you want to hear me complaining live in your ears, particularly today, if you're watching this video the day it comes out, go
come watch my live stream. Come watch my live stream. Do you think he's still pushing his live stream? Everything is so embarrassing with this guy. It's just so it's just so weird. He's not even streaming right now. Everything with this guy is so fucking embarrassing. Because like I don't think he's even been consistently streaming. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I'll go look at his stream and see what's going on. A lot of other people are streaming, talking about everything that they possibly can with Charlie Kirk and like riding the slop drama fucking wagon on that, which is crazy to turn that into like fucking drama. Bro, shut the fuck up. Holy fuck. But that's what they're doing. I guess he streamed, yeah. I guess he's been streaming for the past few days. Mostly, I think, just playing. Oh, it's talking mad shit. Most of it's just him talking shit. But does he have a YouTube channel? I just feel like they never know how to, like, these guys, for somebody who's been around for so long, he has no idea. He doesn't have a YouTube channel for his re-uploads. He has no idea how to, like, form a content strategy and stay, like, relevant. Oh, we need money. Okay, so then why aren't you going on your stream, talking shit, and then posting it on YouTube? I don't understand that. Like, you guys are so fucking poor. You're trying to sell your house like under market value, and you can't fucking do that. It's just pathetic.
Oh, and check out my Twitch live stream. I'll put a link in the description. I'm going to be reacting to the H3 podcast where my rat coach and his rat wife are being nasty rats together. So go.
You owned him. You owned him with that line, dude. That was hard as fuck. It's hard as fuck. It's harder than anybody is looking at your wife's OnlyFans.
Give it a watch. Give it a listen. And I'll, probably for the rest of this month, I will be reacting to shit. And
just the rest of this month? That's it, just 1 month?
And, we get a whole month of this?
Wow.
Well, something must have happened today. Because I didn't see him talking about us today.
Oh.
Holy smokes.
Yes, Ian's not gonna stick around with it for a month. He's pretending. He doesn't have like he doesn't have like the fucking balls to even do a YouTube channel. Even do a fucking slop react channel. He doesn't have the balls to do that to make money. He's got nothing.
We got food?
So anyway,
I didn't know we got food.
Oh, thank you so much. He went immediately to
thank you.
to his Twitch channel, which was getting under 100 views.
Shout out.
He was fortunate enough, from what I saw, I don't know what was his cap, like 2,600 or something.
Yeah, around
I'm
there.
really curious to see what that was all he got, by the way.
Yeah, he waited like a half hour for it. And again, it's one of those things I fucking don't. I still to this day I feel shitty talking about him like that. But
Fuck no.
I see why he burns every fucking.
Hey, fuck him. The charity's gone. Just allow the snark brain to continue. Allow it to continue, dude. Just keep it going, boss.
And actually, why he's unlikable if he fucking goes at everyone. I don't fucking know.
That's why I showed you those clips. Don't ever feel bad for making fun of
him. We'll play these timestamps and I won't feel bad.
Yeah, just remember why we're here, right?
Also,
So anyway-
today he went back to 200 viewers, so
Wow.
not much of a gain.
When?
Today he
He's
had
down
200
to
viewers.
200 already?
Yeah, no one cares about him, bro. Come on.
That's crazy.
That's so sad.
That is embarrassing.
Chad, do we feel bad for Ian?
I think he was betting on this video launching his Twitch career because he's like, yeah, I only have 100, but people just don't know, so I'm gonna make this big video. Everyone's gonna watch it, and I'm gonna.
Dude, Ian could obviously climb his way back up, claw his way back up, and get more popular again if he really wanted to. But he doesn't have it in him to not like. Listen, he doesn't have it in him to like actually put in the incredibly low effort amounts of work that you'd have to put in to get popular again. That's literally it. He already has enough of a fan base where he could even make a new channel that was like iDubbbz farts or iDubbbz speaks or something stupid like that, and he can make a channel and he could start talking about stuff and he could just like pump out react content and he could probably get enough to like have like a decent, like he could probably make a 6-figure salary like doing react content, especially if he had like a decent content strategy. But he doesn't want to, obviously. He's too lazy, and I don't think he knows exactly how he would do that, despite the fact that it's like the easiest thing in the entire fucking world. And nobody likes him enough to actually give him advice on how to do it, because he's a piece of dog shit that stabs his friends in the back the second that like it becomes convenient for them. So it's like there's no real reason for you to even want to stick around him. Like, he's not even the type of person that's like, he's not even a good friend. I again, like, you don't see any meaningful positive relationships with him or any of his friends, because he has none at all. He just has bad experiences. He has no loyalty to anybody. Nobody is stuck around. He can't even stick around for his friends. He kind of like fucking throws them under the bus the second he feels like it's convenient for him. There's really nothing going on there. So like, for anybody new that's like watching into this, that's like a creator that's like, oh, you know what, I like iDubbbz. Like, this is like a warning to you. Even if you don't like Ethan, like, you would be like, oh, this guy's not loyal at all. Like, he's like all this private text bullshit. Like, I saw Olivia was like, excuse me, like Anissa was like releasing Olivia's private DMs or something because they were, you know, venting about how much how stressful things were. They might even been venting about Ethan, which is, I think, is totally fair. You know, you know what I mean? Like, I venting is venting. Like, sometimes I'm sure that there are people who talk about me. I could be too much sometimes too. Like, I'm sure there's people who like me a lot who vent about me. You know what I mean? Very sussy. That's an Among Us joke. It's none of my fucking business. I don't want to know about it. You know what I mean? There's a difference between venting and like talking shit because you hate somebody. You know what I mean? I know I could be a lot too. So who gives a fuck about that? But you see them going off, like exposing all this private shit. Like, you can't trust that type of person, especially from a creator perspective. Like, you need to be able to trust creators that you can have a conversation with them, and they're not going to fucking sit there and throw you under the bus the second it becomes convenient.
The funnel then,
you know, that's why that can be one of the difficulties in being friends with some commentary people. But like, it's crazy how Ian and Anissa aren't commentary people, but they are the worst, most toxic qualities of commentary people. Like, you can't trust them. You think that they want to be like mature and above it all, but they're not. They like to pretend that they are, but they're definitely not.
Into my channel, and he gained 100 viewers.
And that's why I wanted to just fucking disarm him now, because I'm like, what? He's gonna run out of shit. You know what I mean? It's just gonna. He's got that high of talking about you.
To be fair, doubling your viewers ain't bad. That's good for most people.
That's impressive growth.
That's actually true. That is a good point.
To be fair, it probably smells like shit. That's also true.
Proven. But just think about the math of that. 250,000 views.
Yeah.
Only 100 of those people were like, I like Ian and I want to watch his live stream. Only 100. What percentage is that?
That's not bad. Kind of. It depends. Well, I understand where Ethan's coming from, a place where he's like his main product, right? Well, obviously right now, his main product is his live stream, right? So like, it's, you know, this dynamic is different. You know what I mean? If I get like, it's the dynamic, I think, is a little bit different for him. But I think that's like somewhat typical for people who are like video, especially if they're a video creator. Like right now, and probably forever, but Ian's primary content strategy is to make videos. So that wouldn't necessarily be too bad. I think, although I think that the overall point is that nobody actually likes Ian because they don't, which is something I've been saying. So, oh fuck.
What is 100 out of 250? Astronomical low. Very low. Anyway, so he goes on streaming. There's lots of good shit from the stream. So let's just keep it rolling, baby. It was like very long, so we have timestamps for this one.
I watched it 3 times.
Oh my god, bro.
Damn.
So let's start here. Mike and Kate were happy until they found out who the content cop was about. So that's a conversion. Thank you, Dan. That's a conversion rate of 0.0.
That was my favorite thing. Ian was trying to imply that like they knew that the coach and his wife, they knew that they were making a content cop on Ethan, and then later he's like, yeah. Once they found out, they loved the idea of a new content cop until they found out it was about Ethan. It's like, oh. It makes, because originally it seemed like you were trying to imply that they didn't actually like Ethan, but now you look stupid as fuck. You expose yourself.
0.04%.
Man,
so it's
pretty good.
It's almost half of a.
I wonder how many people he was expecting to get out of the plug.
It's almost half of a percent.
No,
nice.
It's almost 0.5%.
Oh, my bad.
Damn.
Yeah. You guys are doing great. So anyway, he brings this up like this is a bad thing. This only goes to show that these people are good people, right? Oh, dude, Twitch, I fucking despise you.
It's funny. I watched the first ad when we watched iDubbbz stream, and then after that, I got no more ads. I got the one ad that was literally. I don't have an ad blocker or anything.
I despise you.
He has me blocked, so I couldn't even fucking use my like Twitch Turbo. I had to use a goddamn incognito thing, and I had to watch all these damn ads.
He preemptively blocked us on Twitch. What a freak! Oh yeah, he knows that clip. Ban him.
Also, AB's in the chat.
Oh, and also, before Dad made his video, he reached out to me asking me why Ian blocked me, and I know I could tell he wanted to talk shit. And what did I say, Ian? I said, "Oh, I was just in there checking on him. I wasn't, I just make sure he's okay." And then the next time he just fucking autoplayed. And I was like, "Oh goddamn!"
Ban him and block him.
Ouch. How do we get through this now? The fuck?
Ouchies.
Whatever.
Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna reclick. Oh no, is it gonna have to watch ads again? It's gonna show me ads again, isn't it? I lost the timestamp, so I closed it and opened it again. Okay, thank God. All right, let's hear what he has to say.
He's on Ethan's podcast talking mad shit for no reason. And the craziest part about it is that this guy and Kate were in my Instagram DMs, like leading up to the release of the Content Cop. Like, woo, yeah, we're hyped. Awesome. Can't wait. I guess when they found it out that it was...
What's so funny that you're sitting there having conversations about... You're sitting here saying... They made a point and that they were frustrated that it was basically crickets from iDubbbz once like the event was over and they didn't really talk to him. He's like, oh, why would I keep in touch with you? And now you're saying that like you guys were having private DMs about you making a Content Cop. Like that doesn't add up. That sounds to me like you guys had like a little bit of a closer relationship, enough for you to communicate to them that you're doing a Content Cop. Like, are you just going around telling everybody that? Or, you know what I mean? Like, okay.
H3, they were like, this is fucked up.
Okay. How is it that you're framing them like they're wrong? Why would they be upset if they didn't know who it was about? They would probably assume that it's about someone they didn't like.
Oh my God.
They could enjoy watching. But then they're like, dude,
they're probably also excited because maybe they would draw some traction to the boxing event.
He's like our biggest fucking supporter. He was a nice guy to us. Why are you attacking him?
Yeah, why would they dislike Ethan? I mean, isn't Ethan is like the fucking biggest advertiser of this Creator Clash, and they probably want Creator Clash to do well. Because they're basically in some degree they're working for Creator Clash. They want the event to do well so that he can push his career forward as a boxing coach. Why wouldn't they want Creator Clash to do well? So they're probably like, wow, Ethan's awesome. He's doing free promotions, having him on the stream. He's blah blah blah. He's the only person really doing it. This is great.
Huh? He's defending them. He thinks he's attacking them, but he's just showing us what good people they are.
Yeah, we're hyped. Awesome. Can't wait. I guess when they found it out that it was H3, they were like, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing was just really gross.
What's gross?
The way they handled it after that was even grosser. Oh. Incoming. Oh, by the way. Thank you, Carbonate.
What the fuck is that?
What? Wait, what is that? When I saw that, I thought it was a donut. Is that just a bagel with some fucking jelly next to it? This guy's on a fucking carb load. Where's your fucking protein, dude? What the hell's happening, bro? This is why you got fucking owned in your boxing event. What the hell is he doing?
Like, she doesn't do anything but cook. That's like her hobby, I think.
And he said, like, maybe help your husband decorate. I don't know. Look at his setup. It's sad.
That's true. That is true. She's unemployed. If my wife was unemployed, she'd be doing a lot more than nothing. I'll tell you that. She'd be driving me fucking crazy because she can't sit still.
This is a bagel and like a fucking dollop of jelly. This is the saddest shit ever.
That's a Goyam bagel.
That's a fucking hospital breakfast.
There's nothing Jewish about.
That's crazy. My mom was just in the hospital. She had to get like kidney stone removed. The hospital breakfasts are, at least the one she was at, pretty decent. She sent me a picture. It's fucking decent shit. You know?
That bagel, bro.
Who would get excited about that?
No one. Not a Jew.
That's what she wants, Zach.
It's a fucking uncut bagel. It doesn't even have like, it's not even open for him.
Here, I'm gonna first serve him goy food.
Good point. I was asked, is the bagel
maybe he likes dipping the bagel himself?
Even cut? Nope, it's a whole bagel. It wasn't even pre-sliced. Wasn't pre-sliced.
That's the shit they serve you at recess.
Look at this. Or at least as far as I can tell. Yeah, it looks whole.
I watched a commentary video yesterday.
Wow.
That was trying to claim that you bringing the food in is something that pisses me off.
You asked me to do it.
I know. The other day, I told him.
You have to ask her to do it? Yikes. Yikes.
I was like, I don't
know, dude. If my wife was a stay-at-home wife, I wouldn't have to ask her to do anything. She'd be doing whatever I wanted, dude. You know, because she loves me. I wouldn't even have to ask. You know? So I don't know what the hell's going on. Damn.
Come in and you have something to show to the stream. Like it.
I don't care.
No. I was gonna make a Ninja joke, but then it's being weird.
What?
How Ninja talks about how he's living the life when his wife brings him a sandwich.
Oh, it's topless wife?
Braless, how dare you?
That sandwich looked dank.
Braless?
Sorry, braless wife brings him a sandwich. The sandwich looked good. It had chips on it. It was well made. It was made with love.
But careful, guys. That might sound creepy.
Think about the symbolism of this. A sandwich. You can craft this sandwich with a lot of love. I take pride in that. When I make my family sandwiches, I make sure it's great. What kind of love does it show? Handing someone who's too busy to get a decent meal because they're working a whole uncut bagel and a dollop of jelly.
I'm surprised you plated it.
She kept showing it off like she was proud.
Incoming.
My wife used to manage a Subway. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
I mean, that's love right there.
That's a weird thing, actually. You can't really compliment it. Be like, my wife knows how to make a sandwich. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he wishes he could say that at least.
Coming.
Guys, I don't know if you're paying attention to the game I'm playing. If you could see up here, the first few words. That's what Ian and Anissa are trying to be. It says the white savior. Perfect for this segment, dude. Perfect for this segment. I think it's a beautiful thing.
Let's see here. Oh god, there's a lot of timestamps. Anissa feeds Ian, like he's a good, that's what we just watched, I think. Ian explains why he is talking about H3 again. Yeah, he made a vow.
Chilling. It's just not
At one
interesting.
point, he said, my policy on H3 is just to ignore it.
It's like the second time he said that.
And that was after he said, oh, actually, I'm quitting Creator Clash so I can roll in the mud with Ethan where I belong.
Yeah.
He can't make his mind up.
Well, when he said yesterday, like...
Yeah, it's because nobody's giving him the fucking... He thought that people were going to be more on his side. He get cucked.
I'm not your boss. I would never
fucking silly.
expose anything. I want to respond like, forgive me for not trusting you, for not believing you.
Yeah, I mean... Exactly.
Incoming.
That would be, no matter what those DMs might say, him leaking that would be infinitely more scummy than anything that you may have told him in confidence.
Yeah. Absolutely, 1000%.
I don't think they'll stoop to that level, personally. I don't think you have to worry about that. That would shock me.
I'll give us some content. Excuse my yawn. That wasn't meant to be
If
like
I'm
a cocky
chilling
yawn.
and I'm happy.
What'd you say?
I said, excuse my yawn. It wasn't meant to be like a cocky yawn.
No, I don't.
Happened to be yawning.
I wasn't.
You're tired. You didn't sleep.
Yeah.
Don't. But I've had to make a change recently. I have to go into it because what I found, like I didn't bring up any of my coach or the H3 podcast since the content cop really. And I was like, oh, we'll just let this, simmer down. I know that if you do the volley back and forth,
made a content cop
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that they won't shut the fuck up about this, like on Twitter. What are they talking about? Simmer down.
Then you lay low afterwards?
What?
Howard.
Although he hasn't, though, because he was talking to Noah Sampson, and he was saying that us being sent skulls to our house was humorous.
Oh, yeah, that's true. And that's crazy because the humorous is a different bone of the body.
So it's like you weren't really, Just pick
Also,
one lane.
Very recently, you know whose stream he went on to help to appear on their show?
Millhouse.
Who called Kate a dumb bitch for being a child survivor. He goes, oh, you're a child, you were a child bride? More like you grew up to be a dumb bitch.
Not my problem, bro.
Damn, dude. That's funny. That was what a good setup for a joke.
Yeah, that guy.
Ian went on his show. By the way, this is the same guy who giggled with glee, cackled with glee as Israelis ran for their life in fear. He's like, oh, this turns me on. Or,
Yeah.
I don't know if he said that, but he's like, I
He
get so excited.
said
I'm loving
something
it.
like he loves the screams of Israelis running in fear, something like that.
Like the dude is
Yeah.
not well.
Yeah.
But Ian thinks he's dope.
We'll never fucking stop.
And
Because
also in
everyone
that
feels
stream,
like
he's
I can't pause Twitch, it's so bad.
Sorry. In that stream, iDubbbz is like, all money counts, even AB's money, my dirty, filthy fucking money is good enough. I got the okay from him to donate to Palestine. Thank you.
Wait, what? I don't understand.
In that stream with Millhouse, they were saying, every donation counts because Millhouse brought up that I donated $300, and he goes, Ian's like, yeah, every dollar counts, even AB's money counts.
How much do you give?
I don't know.
How much you give?
Well, his money's clean, so it's
I was checking the top donors of Hassan has this Tiltify raising money for Gaza, and it's it's done a lot. Right, that's something to be proud of on his part for sure. But if you go to the top, it shows the top 10 donors. I'm number 7.
Got out.
He only gave $6,000. Terrible.
Pretty good.
Right there.
Pretty good
Incoming.
And it's so
Jesus
fucked up, man.
fuck.
You didn't
not
mean,
being
you didn't
heard.
mean it though.
And that it's
Hey, at least he didn't take it down. I thought for a second that Dan was drinking out of like a fucking, or he was like eating a like a stick of deodorant. The fuck?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, how can you ever win? When you say exactly what they want to hear, exactly the way they want you to say it, and then they just go, he's lying. How do I? There's nowhere to go.
Yeah. War. And I can acknowledge that, you need to touch grass. You need to get off the internet.
Ooh, got
Bro,
him.
I know. This is a total side, but seeing Hassan with 150,000 views makes me want to fucking vomit. He's loving this.
You want a Tums?
Huh?
You want a Tums? Pepto-Bismol?
What did I say?
You said you were gonna vomit, dude.
Oh no, I'm okay. That was just a figure of speech.
I want to come.
You want to come?
Okay.
That might be. You might even interpret.
You want to come? I like to come. I can't come right now. Gotta have scheduled sex with my wife. You know what I mean? It's like, I'll come anyway. It's tough though because we're going to a wedding. So it's like, how do I fuck? You know what I mean? Because we're sharing a hotel room, and it's a goddamn it. You know what I mean? What the fuck? And I like to go in. All right, I get a little too personal. My wife, I got a little too personal here. Sorry, guys, a little too personal. But it is true.
Interpret that as a joke if you wanted to.
You want to come?
I don't want to come. No, what?
You want to?
And so I did that for a while.
No.
But unfortunately, because Ethan's a petty bitch, he decided to bring on my
yes.
coach, and that started a whole new deluge of rumors
Deluge.
and speculation. And if it was just Ethan, that would be one thing. But all of these like bottom feeder commentary channels, they're just getting their information.
They go, if it was Ethan, the biggest channel talking about this and telling everyone, that's fine. It's these people with no audience that really drive me crazy.
From the H3 podcast. And just like piecing and like trying to connect the dots and be like, oh shit, he didn't pay them. And I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm not going to come out and address all this shit. I made it like a policy. That's why.
But you are doing that. So
I always did like a fucking content cop and then a deputy because I didn't want to seem like an obsessive weirdo when I would make these videos because that's how I see.
It's a deluge. I think he's talking about like a bunch of people, like a storm of people. Oh, I thought that was a thing down there. Okay.
All these commentary channels. I'm like, oh shit, you're obsessive. There isn't a point in which you stop making videos about.
Did you just learn that?
Like you are like.
It's so
I
weird.
mean, to their credit,
he's talking like someone.
There's so many layers to it because when he was reacting to the video earlier of the casino, whatever the fuck. And the casino guy is saying something sort of reflective about how the internet is, and that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
And he's moralizing to that guy about it. You are the same. You're the same person as that guy, and you are doing all of the same thing. And right now, in this follow-up video, he's doing exactly what that guy was doing that he was calling him out for. That he's. I don't want to seem like a weirdo. I don't want to seem obsessed. Well, you are. This is who you are. This is what your content.
Presumably, you spent a lot of time on Snark.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up, Ian.
Wake up. Wake up! Oh my god. Now that's gonna wake me up.
Whoa, Bobby.
Wake up! A side note, I was saying how I did it.
Oh, was that? I feel like that soundbite was from Alex the Fiction's conversation with Bo Blacks. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's me being. I'm more of an Alex the Fiction lore guy than an Ethan lore guy. You know what I'm saying, dude? More obviously, Alex the Fiction is a more interesting version of Ethan's podcast. You know what I mean? Just how it is sometimes, bro. Sometimes you just get outclassed.
I was saying how I didn't meet with Bobby that one time because of Anissa. Before I even said that, before the show started, Bobby messaged me and said, I hope you're doing okay with all the drama crossfire you've been caught up with. Stay strong. You will get through this okay.
Oh.
Thank you, Bobby.
Thank you.
I should have grabbed the plushie from you.
Also, Rich Lux, while we're at it, Rich Lux was in chat and said sending everyone love.
Yeah. We love the queen. She can do no wrong.
Even Dan got love?
I think Rich Lux just did a conversation with Alex the Fiction, too. Incredible stuff.
From well, yeah, including Dan.
Wow.
He didn't exclude him.
Very rare.
I can't stand Hassan.
Further explains the reason he's doing this now. Because Mike and Kate are a piece of shit. I'll skip that one because we kind of already did that. Mike thinks Ian didn't want to put out documentary because he wasn't proud of his work. Okay, I don't care about that. Ian tells AB to shut up, and he's a fucking loser. This I want to watch.
Sessions. And don't get me wrong, that happens with a lot of fighters in general because fighting's very hard. Like, whether you're fighting MMA, boxing, whatever, it's very hard because you're getting beat up constantly, and then you're supposed to show up to the gym the next day and the next day and the next day. AB can attest to it, right? So it's mentally very hard. So I feel bad for him because I could tell his heart was into it. So then to be into something like that, his heart's not into. That's why I didn't see him once the first event ended.
I can't pause it. What the fuck? No, it's not you. It's Twitch.
It's such a shit fucking platform. It's crazy.
Jesus Christ. No, it's still going.
It's so annoying dealing with bots on Twitch. It's so bad.
Just muted it.
Also, why?
You literally can't fucking pause it.
Dude, why does
Right?
his shot looks like fucking Star Fox 64 for some reason?
True.
Slippy toad.
Yeah.
What, did the sound get cut here?
He won't be silent.
You're gonna have to just
hey,
reopen
come in once or twice a week, train for fun, make it fun for yourself. Because when you're in a fight camp, it's not really fun.
I got other shit to be doing. Yes, just fucking blame me for the loss. All right, dude? Like, it's fine. There's other people.
Well, it's not just like it's one thing to lose. It's nothing to not show up for training and then lose. You know what I mean? That's the problem. You're not showing up to training, and so it's making his brand look bad because you're not showing up. But we don't know that. We don't know that you're not showing up to the fucking training. So I guess we do now. But everybody's thinking that like, oh, he's just a bad coach, or some people might be thinking he's just a bad coach. Some people might just be thinking he's a bad coach. And he doesn't train people well because you're not showing up to the fucking events.
Fault? Who else's fault would that be?
Are you actually suggesting that there's someone else at fault?
To be someone who wins.
I mean, look at it. Your complaint of him is that he was driving you too hard.
I got second place. Right? There's a winner and there's a loser.
I cannot pause this video.
Like, it's a fucking...
Space K, does that work?
It's 50-50.
No, it doesn't work. What is happening?
Like, you just...
I don't know why chat's saying use the spacebar, bro.
No, it doesn't work.
It just doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
I think I know what happened.
I think they're forcing you to refresh and get an ad.
Because it tried to play an ad and then it kind of glitched out, and I think it just got...
Incoming.
They needed to play me.
They need the ads.
Take note of their sponsors. What is this? For Honda? Anti-Semitism. I think people need to ask the right questions. All right, can I pause it now?
don't get me wrong, that happens with a lot of fighters in general because fighting's a very hard, like, whether you're fighting MMA, boxing, whatever, it's very hard because you're getting beat up constantly, and then you're supposed to show up to the gym the next day and the next day and the next day. AB can attest to it, right? So it's mentally very hard. So I
Shut up,
feel bad
AB.
for him because I can tell his heart was into it.
Hey,
so
dumbass, I think you've been cooped up in that fucking
So
basement
random.
too long. You know, I don't know if you know this. This is how humans react to each other. He was.
You know, it's another thing that you'd think that iDubbbz would have learned by now too, as a creator, is like you shouldn't really be trying to engage in a bunch of controversies with like a bunch of people at the same time. So like you're sitting here and you know you already got okay, I see all the words now. You already got controversy going on with Ethan, and it's consistent. And then also though you're trying to have a controversy with these like other smaller YouTubers, and then also you're trying to go with AB. And by the way, like I understand AB works for Ethan, but like he doesn't engage in the controversy, or at least not until now. So like you're supposed to fucking like you're supposed to like you don't want to bite off more than you can chew, which is exactly what he did. He bit off way more than he could fucking possibly ever chew, and so now like he's just constantly getting farted on by people from like all the sides. Oh, is there like a more improved dash for that? Yeah.
He was in my corner. You saw he was in my corner. You know how emotional it is. I understand why you're hurt from this, and I feel for you for that. He was in my fucking corner. When I lost, he was when I couldn't get out of the ring, when I couldn't walk, he held me up. He took me to the medic to help me breathe. This man who I didn't know that well, who took time out of his day to help train me, he was there for me.
He didn't brag about it or anything.
No, he didn't do anything. I didn't pay him anything. And he said, good job. You know, you should be very proud of yourself. There's a lot that goes into it.
Yeah.
It's not, this guy's fucking Vader, man. You're with me or against me.
Yeah. What's funny about that exactly? Like, I feel like what you just, I'm glad you said all that because it really does show his character.
Ban him and block him.
Okay, fine. You do what you want. He sounds okay. He laughs like a jackass, literally. Like
That's why I didn't.
He does a lot of things like a jackass.
See him once the first event ended. We didn't see him again for several months. And I told him, hey, come in once or twice a week, train for fun, make it fun for yourself. Because when you're in a fight camp, it's not really fun.
I got other shit to be doing. Yes, just fucking.
I have other things to be doing than to be trying to train for the boxing event that I'm holding. Like idiot.
For your own event? He's like, sorry, I'm too busy for that bullshit. Training?
Remember, the coach said he wouldn't train. He couldn't get him to the gym.
He should have never been running the event while being part of it. I feel like that was a lot to put on his shoulders. And he says that I took that experience away from him. I've always given him credit for that. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
I give him no credit, and I'll tell you why. The minute that the hype was gone, and they had to really step up as like business owners and administrators, they crashed it into the fucking mountain.
That is true.
First one couldn't fail. There was so much hype. There was so much support around it. It couldn't fail. And they tried. Thinking about how much money they spent, they just got lucky that first time that there was so much interest and it made so much money. The second time around, when it was when they had no reason to fail, it should by all accounts have been great. And anyone with a brain would have been like, it's probably not gonna be as big as the first one, so we need to adjust for that. No, they spent more money.
No, we thought I thought I was definitely gonna get more. I bought Lena's Jeep right.
I think it could have been more successful. You just have to do more things. They didn't do anything extra to promote the event. Literally, what did they do? All they did was go on Ethan's podcast. It's not like they went on like another podcast, or excuse me, not like they like made their own, you know, creator-centered podcast or something, a creator class-centered podcast, or did some kind of additional advertising. Not at all. They didn't even like have a requirement for the creators that were working with them to like talk about it in a more profound way. They didn't do anything. They didn't do anything for it at all. And he's still crashing on Twitter. I can't wait. Well, we'll probably see it on Monday. I'm sure. There'll be like an internet versus about it. That'll be fucking funny. Oh fuck.
Before that, I got bad spending habits. I spent that money before I even got it.
You sure did.
Well, no,
I can understand how.
From the business point of view, they should have definitely known the second one is not going to be as big as the first one. There's no guarantee, at least that's for sure.
It's obvious, right? And so they crashed this into a mountain. And if you really want to talk about their administrative skills, look no further than the one that never fucking happened, Creator Clash 3, and how they screwed over so many people and are now attacking the people they screwed over.
They knew from the first day that they launched sales for Creator Clash 2 that it's not doing well. And they knew it throughout this whole time.
Right. Yeah.
They knew it for months. AB would have known. He would have known.
It seems it's just more about the community than the streamer. Essentially, I believe that's all about. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know if it's like a Twitch exclusive thing, but I understand what you're saying. But I understand what you're communicating there. Like, kind of. I mean, that's kind of how like all like online spaces are, though. There's like a community of people, and you kind of like interact with something.
He would hope it's a bigger event, but other people like Anissa and Ian, they saw the sales and they could have adjusted it throughout this whole time, and they just decided not to.
They could have canceled shit. They could have moved shit around. They were trying to hide it. They kept moving the seats around to make it and saying shit like, "Oh, Ticketmaster is just weird like that."
They could have just told every single creator, "We're not doing well. Please, we need more support right now." And they didn't even do that.
They could have made an entire podcast that's centralized around whatever the fuck this bullshit is called, Creator Clash or whatever. It's like they literally could have just done that. They could have like promoted their. They could have done like what Big Brother did to their shit. They didn't want to do anything. They're like fucking super lazy about it. Didn't do a goddamn thing. That's what they should have done. They should have done exactly that. They could have like if that's because I don't know if you guys know like Big Brother, like the reality TV show has like a huge infrastructure around it of like smaller podcasts for like the former people that play and stuff, and it's like a big community thing, and people like are consistently involved in it, and they could have done their own podcast that was Creator Clash. They could have created their own like fucking community that gave a fuck about this shit, but they just didn't because they're stupid as shit.
Yeah, they just decided.
They're so lazy. Like they didn't do any marketing or advertising or anything, and that would have made the most sense to have Anissa run Creator Clash, and then have iDubbbz run the marketing like strategy part of it, and like doing a podcast consistently, and like inviting fighters and people and speculations and this and talking about this event and this event, and so it's going to be interesting and boom, 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 and blah 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 every like once a week, and then there was so much that they could have done and they just did not do. It's and they'll just be like, well, hindsight's 2020. It's like you guys didn't even try to do something like that. Like they didn't even try to do anything. They didn't try to do a singular fucking thing. They put like no effort into anything.
To be silent about that, and their silence meant something there. Yeah.
And then they fucking failed it, and now like it's not even that they could rejuvenate it. Like after the second one, you think they would have been like, okay, we have to do something different. Like what can we do that would be different and like cause us to be able to be more successful? What can we do? What can we do? What the fuck did they do? They didn't do anything.
I said that they're really fucking incompetent.
Where am I right now?
When I found out, we were at a party. We went to a get together. I was very excited because the party was the voice actor for Levi from Attack on Titan. We just got there, and then I found out there was no bonuses, and I was like, oh. Wish kind of would have told me at the end of the party, but
buzzkill, eh?
Yeah.
Why'd you post this video?
That's probably
But then even
right afterwards, right? AB.
Yeah.
I have one too.
Yeah.
You have one.
Yeah,
I want one. That's confusing.
Well, I had a family member just randomly post a TikTok on their Instagram story one time.
Yeah.
About what?
To be fair, it probably smells like shit.
About what? What smell? Okay, Nate, losing me.
Yeah, of course we're not.
the only thing I was gonna add is that after the disaster that the second one was, the fact that they even chose to do a third one
shocked me.
Is just mind blowing.
No, I don't think that the second one was that much of a disaster. I think they could have cleaned it up if they put some more effort into it. They just needed to realize like, oh, we have to generate more hype for this event. That's all they needed to do.
And this was when we were still friends. And privately, I was like, this is such a disaster waiting to happen. They couldn't make it work on the second one, and there was more hype for that. What are they thinking? And obviously, I was right. Like, obviously, everybody was right. Everybody knew that except them. I give them no credit. And just looking at how dumb he is. Like, the dude is a fucking dumb as a rock. Literally, pebbles for brains. He's an incapable person.
I just had faith in them. I thought maybe they knew something I didn't. They figured it out.
I mean, well, they had, they were still partnered up with the big touring company. They told you Live Nation was involved and they were going to take care of everything, right?
I don't remember. Yeah, someone was involved.
Or maybe Harley.
It seems like they wanted everybody else to do the work for them. I mean, like, did they even really run the event themselves? How much of it did they put onto other people to do all the work for them? It seems like they just weren't really interested in having a successful event with any like effort. I think that Ian came into the game during like one of the easier times. Like, I don't think that like there was anything. I don't think that there was anything necessarily about Ian that made him super successful. I mean, there obviously was, but for the most part, I think it was like a luck thing. He just got in at the right time, but he doesn't know how to build himself back up. He didn't build his own brand. Like iDubbbz brand wasn't built. He just did things and they happened to work. And so I think that was one of the problems too, is that like, okay, now I actually have to do something to make something successful, but he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing because he never like learned. He never had to learn. He's not interested in it because he's lazy. And he doesn't like have he's super egotistical too. Like there's no way he could put himself aside and go like, okay, I got to rebuild. I got to start from scratch. Let me do something to do that. There's no fucking way that he's even able to do that. But like just being a fucking dumb asshole idiot.
There was a different way of doing it this time.
Me for the lot.
Yeah, they're just a bunch of losers, liars.
And also, I was making the joke of saying the voice of Levi. It's Matt Mercer. Great guy. Shout out Matt Mercer. I don't mean no disrespect.
And block him.
Ban him and block him. Zach, it's super funny when you play really long, involved sounds of Nate.
Yes, I agree.
Where I'm going with
he just goes for like a 2 minutes.
With no context.
But I don't want to cheat with it. Like I could feel like we could record VO with him, like after the show.
No, don't do that.
No, but I need him to like.
I agree that's cheating.
I need him to like talk about something like he's passionate about. So like maybe we'll do a segment on like another show and tell, and like he could talk.
I see. Yeah. We have to give Nate lots of space.
You guys know Nate is in the room and he can hear you guys, right?
That's a very good soundbite.
Short sentences moving forward, bro.
No.
Watch what you say.
What are you doing tonight, Nate?
Nice shot.
The fact that you got so much use out of shooting ropes, I don't even know how the hell you can apply that, but it works.
It works so well.
Just come, dude. Just come.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah. Well, keep talking, Nate. We love you.
We love
Thank you for not silencing me, Zach.
Never.
All right, dude. Like, it's fine. There's other people. This guy needs to fucking get the chip off of his shoulder.
Also, he sounds so dumb. He's so inarticulate. After all this time online and being a public speaker and stuff, he says fucking every other word like a juvenile.
I was gonna say like a Jew. I was like, what the hell?
like someone from middle school who just started talking for the first time. Like
that's not right, Ethan.
Their buddies about stuff. It makes them sound cool. Why do you say fucking in between every word?
All right, now you're just being nitpicky, dude. Come on. You know what I mean? I think that if anything, it might be a little some kind of racist. You know, there's a group of people that go, you fucking. You fucking. You know what I mean? Like those. It's kind of fucked up, Ethan.
Work on that, dude. You're an adult.
He's a stupid fuck.
It makes you sound dumb as fuck.
I don't think that the cursing necessarily makes him sound dumb. Maybe I'm just coping because I curse a lot sometimes. I just think it's oh fuck my ass. I think it's the way that he communicates himself to people,
which is tracks, frankly. So maybe you can fix it. I don't know. Just a note.
These boxing MMA matches, there always has to be someone who wins and loses. There's no like, I got second place, right? There's a winner and there's a loser.
Well, I guess the second place person, there is somebody that got second place. It just doesn't matter.
Okay?
Get the fuck out
like,
of here.
It's a fucking, it's 50-50.
Okay.
Like, you
Not
just,
in your fight.
it's gonna
Well, you know, the odds do go up if you practice.
happen.
Or like 90-10. Maybe more like 100-0. Let's see what else we got.
And you put the story out there, you know, like all the footage that they recorded. That's like, hey, listen, he went from a big doofus loser, nobody fucking, you know, untrained fuck, and look at him now. He still lost, but look at his journey. But we couldn't even see that because they were ashamed of the footage that they had.
Calls Ethan a creature after talking about cardio. That's fine. I don't care. Is that one good?
No.
I'm trying to be really discerning because it's getting late. Ian doubles down on this. Isn't what podcasting is? Oh my god, he does. I saw this. This one's really good.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm being silly. Mother.
Honda, bro.
Honda. I want everybody watching to write Honda an email to their PR, to their communications team,
and let them know that Twitch has too many commercials.
The commercials are too damn high.
We have to do something about this.
It's gotta be a double.
Actually, I was going to say, tell them that. Ask them why Honda supports violent extremism and anti-Semitism, and then just link.
I fucking hate that.
The Ian stream with no explanation. Just kidding. He's not. He didn't do that. Why would they link to the stream? Not an accusation.
Nate is taking the field undefeated. Honda.
Bro, I can't do these shit.
How are they getting so many ads? Like I got like no ads when I was watching iDubbbz's Twitch. It doesn't make it's fucking crazy to me. He's getting so many.
Fuck Honda, dude.
I'm learning so much about new Hondas.
Oh my god.
Tom's gonna get a Honda after this.
I don't
Maybe, bro.
It must mean that Ethan loves ads.
A couple more commercials.
I don't think we can watch VODs on Twitch.
Yeah.
It's just not feasible.
Yeah.
They gotta make money somehow, bro. There's nobody there.
Well, they're about to lose another person. I'm not gonna watch it on it. This is fucking horrible. So this is not what live streaming
Can you
is.
subscribe?
Subscribe.
Like and subscribe, bro.
She said too much dumping in here. You guys stop. This is not what podcasting is.
It isn't what podcasting is.
I cannot believe you are doubling down on one of the most objectively dumb things
Oh my god.
you have ever said.
Oh god.
They think that that's a fucking hilarious line, but they talked about their dog and shit having giardia and all this other crazy shit on their podcast.
It sounds
crazy
so
shit, man.
Dumb.
Oh my.
That's not what podcasting is, dude. You just own it. Just fucking own it, dude. Just what iDubbbz really wants to say here is like it was your fault that they called CPS on you. And it's not. He just talked about giardia. It's very common for like fucking new dogs to have that. But just be a fucking adult, dude. Just own it. Just be like a fucking like stop being a pussy. If you're gonna make a video against Ethan, just be a fucking man and just say, listen, you deserve to have the CPS call on you. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all, but that's what you're trying to say while being a pussy. Well, they're talking about crazy stuff, like a very common ailment that new dogs get. It's like, oh, that's crazy. Holy fuck. Guys, it was crazy. There's a crazy story I have here. It was Halloween, and a kid walked up to my house and knocked. I was like, well, that's fucking crazy. It never happens, right? It's like, dude, you don't know what crazy means. Just say it. Just say that you think that the way that you engage online with your snark energy causes snarkers to go after you or something. Go say that. Say something like that. Be a fucking adult. Stop being a half-ass pussy bitch. You know? Like, he's willing to call AB, like, fucking talk shit about AB. Why? Do you perceive AB as weak because he's quiet? Like, what is it about you? You're always bullying fucking other women in the background. Bullying Olivia. Bullying fucking Galia. I'm getting there. I'm bad with names. Probably because she's threatened by the fact that she's a weak woman and she wants to be as strong as them. So she's trying to pull them down to her level. You know what I'm saying, dude? Just be a fucking, if you're gonna get into the drama, be fucking based. Be a big based fucking dude. and just say shit. Stop fucking half-assing everything.
Oh my god.
He's a rare disease.
It isn't what podcasting is.
Oh.
Is like it is too much. And now they're paying someone $5,000 to talk mad shit. It isn't a podcast.
My friend, you are lying, and it's provable.
He better be lying, because if I could have got paid for talking shit today, and I missed out on that Vivo, I'm gonna be pissed.
Well, like Mike, and
also, why don't you guys just talk shit on your fucking podcast? You have this damage control. You're already doing all this shit anyway. Be a drama slop podcast. Just talk a bunch of shit. Just fucking go for it. The fuck are you waiting for? You know what I mean? Like, it's just do it. Stop fucking dancing around it.
Kate, you got to it before I could even think about offering money.
Just stop being so stoic, Ian.
You're such an asshole.
Just do it.
But his thing is, oh yeah, no, I was right. This isn't what podcasting is. You're saying too much. Says the guy who spilled his fucking guts to a bunch of trolls with 30,000 view videos, man.
It's a harassment section.
That wasn't a podcast, to be fair.
Say what?
Base.
That was in a video, not a podcast.
Don't worry, he's terrible at all of it.
Okay.
Right.
He's terrible at live streaming. He's terrible at podcasts.
Yeah, but the one that you're talking about
I can dump in a VOD.
Horrible.
It seems like, if anything, the podcasting format is much better for dumping than the VOD format.
Yeah,
if I had to pick. But he's the king of dumping, he tells me.
I know. I was afraid this was going to be an emotional dumping ground, and I was like, oh, I hope it doesn't sound like.
Dude, look at him watching him get roasted. Speechlessly, moronically, just letting himself get roasted and saying nothing.
Well, the most surprising part to me when I was watching his response on Twitch, because I watched the full thing, was when like they brought up his wife's boobs. And he just like forgot to say something, so like Anissa came in the room and was like, "You forgot." Like, she said something to him, obviously, because then he came back and he was like, "Oh, what?" And then he rewatched it, and it was just about how she decided that she needed to get her boob reduction, in a time that like conflicted with Ian's ability to train properly for Creator Clash. That was what it was about. So. But it was just so strange. You'd think that you'd be like some kind of offended. Like, why are you talking about my wife's boobs or something, you know?
He has nothing to say.
I was going to ask just your opinion. Do you
I think that he must be distracted with like everything else going on the screen or something. I really don't get it.
think that they were...
I mean, I play a fucking game and I miss stuff sometimes, but like Ian is less engaged just watching the video than I am watching a video and playing a game. Although maybe that's part of the problem. Maybe he's like less engaged because he's not like he's reading the chat or something, or he just has a fucking CTE. I have no idea.
Intentionally misleading with any of this, or just sloppy in their execution and communication?
Just sloppy. I think it was just sloppy. Like that's the thing. Like I still freaking. I
Simple Ian.
You want to be around people.
It's
that
time to talk, Simple Ian.
I always wanted the best for Ian.
Oh my god.
And so I always felt like.
Doesn't seem like it.
Epic.
I always wanted the best for Ian. Doesn't seem like it. Now it's a year later and you fucked us over. Gotcha. Cucked liberal.
Doesn't seem like it.
We were waiting for that.
Man, like we're gonna break through. We're gonna have this moment where we break through and things are gonna be good, but then they never were. So in my mind, I think they just got sloppy. I think they thought in the second event they were gonna do millions of dollars in pay-per-view sales, and so I think that's why they went so far in the hole, because they just assumed they were gonna get huge pay-per-view sales.
Ian, this isn't what live streaming is.
That dumping thing is a joke about something being said. Okay. I didn't want you guys to think that I was. You guys dump away, please. He's literally. I don't even know if he's doing a fair use of this.
No.
He's just watching it. Yeah. He's just watching the whole interview and not saying anything.
Informative this is.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, thank you for highlighting the good ones. Making fun of Kate. Oh, this one was phenomenal.
This is the Anthony P video.
No.
This is when he's really flexing his.
So funny. When Ethan just gets more and more worked up and he just coughs more and more. I don't know why it's fucking sending me a little bit.
Comedic chops for us all. Okay. He's attempting to be funny, and the lulls are rolling in.
Let's go. Let's go, baby.
This is the one where he goes, ah, right? Yeah. This
Did
you say he cried?
Oh, we had to have a meeting.
Yeah. So after that, so he was crying.
We had to have a meeting. How ridiculous is that? Men aren't supposed to have emotions.
He's so fucking cringe, dude. He's always dumping about this. It's always some weird. Everything has to be some weird little conversation about how he's changed. That's what that is. Men can't have emotions. Like that's not. Like he just needs to say. He just needs to bring it up that he changed. That's what it is. Unironically, that's what that is. He just feels like he has to bring it up. Like this is like, dude, it's nothing to do with that. People are just making fun of you because you're fucking cringe. But you know what? It's valid that you cried after you got your ass beat in a fucking boxing match. I probably would too. Like whatever, that's valid. But he has to bring it back to the fact that he's changed as a person. Like he needs you to know, like this is a conversation about how men can cry. And you know what, guys? I used to think that men couldn't cry. And then I met my wife, and she made my life so much better. Look at me. I have no friends. My career is in the fucking shitter. I lost all my confidence. I have a CTE. my entire, I mean, he might not even have a CTE. Maybe his brain is just in defense mode and trying to forget his life as a cope to stay with Anissa. Because if he remembered how shitty she was, like on a daily, like on a basis, then he would like fucking be just super depressed all the time. I don't really know exactly what it is. What the fuck?
Especially not sad emotions. It should only be anger. Emotions should only be anger with men.
True.
I can't lie. This guy
is it gay not to be angry? I think so. I think so, guys. If you're not angry as a man, you're gay.
he can only.
He's still got it, folks.
This guy belongs on a short bus to and from school every day. He does.
I mean,
you know what it's called? Short bus Ian.
It was pretty good, like Tickle Me Elmo. It sounded like.
He sounded like a Kermit the Frog, Jordan Peterson. And like, sometimes I'll admit that I get into an impression or some kind of shtick, and it's not funny, and I get out of it. But
whatever, dude. People feel like, who cares? I do too. You know, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Am I right? All right, I feel like I fucking killed you. Am I right, guys?
Really? Either thinks this is funny or he's committed to the bit.
He's committed, bro. He's a pro.
Did you say he cried?
Oh, we had to have a meeting.
Yeah. So after that, so he was crying.
We had to have a meeting. How ridiculous is that? Men aren't supposed to have emotions, especially not sad emotions. It should only be anger.
It's just so funny. It's just so funny to me because like people are gonna make fun of you for crying regardless. But still, like if he was somebody that people respected and thought was like actually not pathetic, then people wouldn't be laughing at him for crying. Or there'd be significantly fewer people laughing at him for crying. But he's fucking pathetic, dude. And that's part of the problem. Right? It's not just it's not just guys can't cry. It's just that like you're overall pathetic. And so people are just making fun of you. Like if you were in the if people liked you, Ethan is very petty. So Ethan probably wouldn't be making fun of him for crying at this moment. If people actually liked you, or if he actually liked you. Because like it's fine that you cried after that. I'm fucking great. I'm gonna rage. I'm gonna get angry. I'm gonna start to cry just to show iDubbbz that I could be a real man, that I can cry about his emotions. Okay, don't worry.
Emotions should only be anger with men.
At the gym.
Based?
Literally.
Ian's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
I'm talking with a high pitched voice. Isn't it funny?
See, I'm gonna get out of it because it stopped being funny.
Okay.
It is possible that if I kept it going, it might have been funny again. That is not a risk that I was calculating would pay off.
No shit.
Let's see here. Gets got by fake button. Oh my god. Ian says fuck AB. Fake button.
The fake button.
Please don't be ads. Oh my. Fuck you, Honda. Honda's like their only sponsor.
Shout out Honda,
dude,
bro.
Everybody, I'm dead serious.
Dude, it's a sign that Ethan needs to stop liking that Dr. Honda guy because he's a piece of dog shit for his conversation that Ian had with him.
Bro, those Civics are looking good, I gotta say.
No.
Hold on, you're in the market, right?
I am in the market, bro.
Be influenced.
I wasn't, but I am now.
Oh, true, I am. But no, I'm about to close on this VDub.
Oh, you're doing it?
I'm getting the bus, the mini bus.
Oh, the mini bus.
Scooby-Doo time.
That's sick. I like that.
Did
you test drive it?
No, I'm not going to.
You got it.
Are you a psycho? You buy something without test
Drive cars, and he keeps getting cars, and he's like, I really don't like.
Dude, did you like your last two cars?
They're good. I mean, they're fine.
Okay.
I'm very difficult to please. Like, I mean, to be honest, it doesn't really matter. I think it all feels the same to me. I used to drive a Rolls Royce, and it felt the same as when I drove the BMW, and it felt not.
You know what I want? I want a Hellcat. I want a fucking Hellcat. I almost bought a fucking Dodge Challenger. Back with my first pop, and then thank God I didn't because things started to get a little rough from there. But I want a fucking Hellcat, dude. That's what I want. I want a Hellcat. I want to drive around with my thick white wife in my Hellcat. That's what I want to do, dude. I want to live the fucking Black American dream. Honestly, that's what I want. I'm not fucking kidding. All right, that's what I want. That's what every man wants. Well, we're not there yet. We don't have Hellcat money right now. All right, we don't have Hellcat money. All right, so we gotta chill. We gotta chill on that shit, boy.
Not that the Porsche felt different, but I'll tell you, I didn't like.
We gotta chill on that shit, boy.
The way the Porsche drove, the least of all of them. So
my favorite content provider is incrodible.
Did you test drive that one or not test drive that one?
And I rode. We had a cheap van.
He doesn't crazy.
We had a cheap van that we used for Teddy Fresh shipping, and I drove that to work one day, and it handled like a dream.
Almost said to school.
Right.
But we did
cheap.
We did do a lot of research.
Yeah, that was nice.
No, but Ethan, we did do a lot of research on that one. That one's like the best van.
Was it
of that price range?
Toyota?
It's a Toyota.
Sienna,
Oh,
right?
Sienna, shout out.
Everybody
best
loves
van.
Dude, I was driving that
You guys,
car.
I'm not test driving it.
Why not?
It's
like takes 20 minutes.
Yeah.
No, I'm committed.
Almost had.
It is not happening. You guys are going to show up one day and it's going to look cool as fuck, and everybody's going to want to check it out and sit in.
Somebody saved this clip for a month from now. And Ethan's like, no, it's cool, it's cool. There's this stuff about it, like the way the turn signals work. It's so stupid.
Yeah, but Dan, you know damn well you can't unveil all that in a test drive.
Sometimes
you do whatever you want. Better chance than test driving it.
I warned you on the show about the BMW, and you didn't listen to me then.
I was saying that they could rent it.
You know, I remember BMW. We used to call it Black Man's Wiener, and when we were kids in school, you know, at the YMCA, we would say that. We would be like, "Oh, do you want to get a BMW car?" And someone was like, "Yeah." They're like, "Oh, you want a Black Man's Wiener?" And it's like, that's fucking crazy. You know what I mean? Kids are wild, dude. Kids are fucking wild.
For the weekend, and Ethan refuses to do that as well.
Everybody, let's focus back up because we gotta go.
I'm getting a car.
Okay.
End of discussion.
It is 5, Ethan.
Locked in.
I'm blasting.
All right, blast.
Is he speechless? Oh no, it's muted.
In this shit. This is so weird. And it's all like sex theories. It's all Ethan Klein's weird, creepy, psychosexual theories.
Dude, you are insane. I don't know why. You know what? I apologize, guys.
Isn't that one of the marching orders from Hassan calling it like psychosexual shit? I could swear that it is. I could swear.
It's a moment about putting something in the mouth, and I thought, well, that's probably because you know what? I just what's funny? For all the accusations these guys have leveled against me for being a pervert, at anything slightly referencing like a body part or anything like that, they're like, oh, this guy's a psychosexually obsessed. You know, wasn't it that long ago that you and your wonderful wife were communicating with, retweeting, and big upping Shadman, the known pedophile artist?
Oh, fuck, dude. True though. True.
Yeah.
So true, King.
Look, you want to talk about that one, little creepy boy? I don't even know who the fuck Shadman is until we learned about it from.
But Nicholas Diorio revealed that. No, that
is that a Nicholas Diorio exclusive?
I think so.
Call that strike 3. Gotta see it. We gotta come up with something fun.
Oh.
It's really good. I'm definitely gonna say that.
You knew who he was because he got into that Shadman guy got into a whole thing with Keith.
Oh no, I know.
Oh, I see
know
what you're
him
saying.
From the whole
Chris Tyson.
Yeah, he drew shit of his daughter. It's pretty fucked up.
Oh right, that too. Yeah.
I mean, Nicholas Diorio revealed that Ian and Anissa communicated or interacted with Shadman.
But do you guys remember? It was like not that long ago too.
Yeah.
Like
2023, I think.
They're shitting on me for a 15-year-old Reddit account, and this shit is like 3 years ago.
Yeah, 2021.
But you know what I think is funny?
Yes, dude. And they're shitting on me.
Damn, 3 years ago? I thought it would be like 10 years ago. What the fuck? 3 is pretty crazy. Yikers.
For something I did 15 years ago.
That is not bad.
3 years ago, these guys
That is
were
long
hooking up with a
after
pedophile,
he
a
was
known pedophile.
What he was.
What's up now?
I just find it funny that he felt the need to address Kino Casino, but he is not addressing like actually engaging with Shadman.
Well,
that seems like a lot more important to address to me.
I don't think he'll ever have to. There's no accountability. Nobody cares. I mean, right? Like he has nothing to gain by talking about it. He has nothing to lose. He's just nothing. He's nobody. No, I apologize for that, everybody.
Oh yeah, he gets. What did I get buttoned or something?
He got by a fucking.
Did you get buttoned? Like clearly no, because nothing came off the screen. So
I always want the best for Ian, so I was always just a lot of these things were just very disappointing, especially when he.
Well, you wanted the best for me until what? You saw an Ethan Klein content doc?
Shut up! Nobody cares. You're a dumbass loser.
Well, I think it's probably more in just like putting 2 and 2 together. Hey, Ethan's the only one that's really promoting this event and trying to help make it successful. Maybe we shouldn't hate this guy.
Probably no. No. I think didn't they turn on him when they found out that
really
none of the money went to charity? Wasn't that like?
Well, I think they definitely sour. Well, I think it was a few things.
Yeah.
It was that they found out everyone got bonuses and they didn't.
Right.
And then they found out when she texted Ian asking for help to spread the word about child marriages, he ignored them.
Right.
And then when they asked for help to they wanted him to finance
the documentary
gym.
Never came out.
Not finance. They just wanted him to be a guarantor on a gym they were trying to open.
All right, that was ridiculous though, Ethan. You have to you have to admit that that's fucking preposterous. You know, if they had just opened with that, I would have been so on like Ian and Anissa's side too. If they're like, yo, this guy asked to be a fucking guarantor on a loan, that's insane. We didn't know him that well. You know, he was a nice guy and all, but we're not going to guarantee his loan. That was a little too much, and so we decided to disconnect the relationship. I would have been like, okay, that's fair. Unironically, that would have been fair because that's a tall ask to ask from somebody that you don't fucking know. Like you don't really know them. You know what I mean? Like you don't know like that. Like that's crazy. I wouldn't even be a guarantor on a loan for like most of my own family, let alone like my fucking boxing coach, you know? So that one's valid. You know, that's like an example of Ethan being a little fucking too petty. But fuck that shit. Guarantee my fucking balls. I'm not doing that. Fuck that. That's ridiculous.
And he told them, quote, and he doesn't deny it.
Yeah, you're right. It's a lot to ask, but he politely said no. He could have. That's true. But also, I wouldn't have. I would have been like, oh no, and then I never would have talked to you again. Honestly. I would have been fucking done after that, at that moment, to be honest with you. Oh, dude, my mom... Sorry. Okay, that was my bad. Anyway, focus. I would have ignored the fuck out of you at that point. Because that's fucking crazy, and that's that's a way too tall of an ask.
In no world
Right.
would I ever do that.
I think one of the biggest things was when Ian released the content cop, they started getting harassed by people who are saying, why are you supporting this guy who is not talking about CPS? So they looked into all of this and they were like, oh, that's not a good content cop. And that's pretty much why they ended up interviewing with you.
Right. There you go. This is a lot to comprehend, Ian. If you want to slow it down and take notes, that's fine. I think it's fine though. You don't have to worry about it.
Is that another button? Are these genuine buttons? I don't know how they do this shit.
Really hard.
What does a button look like? Is it a genuine button?
Did anything get erased?
When she would come forward really hard.
Do you want to clarify that?
I love the 1 week like I fucking covered Nate. How many of the haters were sending that fake button clips around?
Dude, Honda, I hope the worst for everything you ever sell. Make all your cars be lemons. A curse upon your family.
Bro, they make a Honda Odyssey. Nice van. You might want to check out.
This is insane. Right?
Jesus
you know what?
Christ.
Odyssey or Sienna?
I don't know. Both are kind of bangers.
Tom, you want to go this weekend test drive?
That sounds like a fun time. Let's go.
I'm not in the market, but I'll test drive it with you.
I'd love to do that too.
Team. Okay. Every time this commercial goes, I'm not going to watch it. I'm just going to look up where to contact customer support. Where to file. That's what I'm saying. I'm doing ops. Where to file a complaint.
What? You're looking up where to complain to Honda?
For Ed's focus, Ethan.
Yeah. Well, they're the ones doing the fucking
Yo, this is important.
He was trying to get out of here, though.
Well, I think it's probably Twitch's responsibility to make sure the ads don't become so overwhelming that it would have a negative experience for the people who would consume it. So
Honda needs to know.
Contact us. Honda.com/contact us. There's all kinds of options here I'm not looking at, but I assume that it starts here. Start your adventure here. And I'll leave this open just in case they run more ads on me. I'll switch over to that. Okay? Contact these fuckers.
Like, it's tough. I'll give you the stinky.
Okay, so he concedes that he smells.
Strep throat. Tonsil stones are because you're not brushing your fucking teeth. And so he was like, oh, okay, hygiene. And I'm like,
look at him. Just look at him.
I mean, he didn't fucking have that conversation with me.
But he's not denying the claim.
Like, it's tough. I'll give you the stinky. The stinky is okay because honestly, I was a little stinky when I was training for boxing. I'm not gonna fight it.
Dude, come on, dude.
Dude, if he's admitting that, he must have smelled like a garbage heap. People were, according to Michael,
probably, and it sounds like it was something that would happen consistently. Like he would do 2 a days and he wouldn't shower after the first one, so he would just smell. It's like, why would you do that to people? You know, it's one thing if it happens every once in a while because you're like really busy, but that's not what the case was. He just was always doing that.
People next to him were moving away from him.
And you're going to smell some smells in a boxing gym.
Just one at least.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's making a concession. He is. Yeah. I stink.
Body odor is a thing, and I
didn't
shower. I didn't always in between going to the first boxing session at the start of the day.
Don't say it.
And the next boxing session at around like 4 or 5 o'clock.
No.
I didn't always get to the shower.
Bro.
So I will
That shit
accept
is
the
so
stinky
gross.
label.
That is,
but not any of this other shit.
What the hell is this?
Yeah, well, like you need to brush your teeth and you like.
Wait, hold on. That shouldn't be something you need to hear from your boxing coach. Brush your teeth.
Yeah, it's almost as if I didn't need to hear it. It's almost like the other thing that he said about Anissa, which is like, whoa, who the hell would?
Excuse me,
force
I
their-
do brush my teeth, dude. You are an idiot, a loser, a dumbass. Okay, you brush your teeth. Maybe you brush your teeth. I don't know.
Husband to spar for the honor of women. Women
Okay,
of-
we're moving on. We're being quick. Wait.
I will accept the stinky label.
Thank you for doing that. Stinky. Hey, Greasy's cheap. This one isn't really important. The cheap one, and I guess Anissa also confirmed that he's very cheap. Apparently.
Honestly, I could be cheaper.
Oh.
I've actually gotten less cheap over time. I used to be very cheap. When Anissa and I started dating, we didn't have a fucking
Like something he brags about being super cheap. Why would you? Fuck. What was my joke? Why would you want to brag about that?
bed frame. Anissa had a bed frame at her.
Nice.
I can see. I know what she saw in him. I can see why she was so a romance
house. But
she goes to the famous iDubbbz house, the YouTube god, and he's sleeping on a mattress on the floor. Actually, that's not that bad on the floor. I mean, but he's a grown up. He should have a bed frame.
I did not have one, and I was making enough money to have that shit.
Yeah.
That's why it's so crazy when people are like always painting our relationship as like going down the tubes, down the shitter, is because like I've gotten more functional and more emotionally intelligent and fucking with it and
Guys, I don't know if you know this, but ever since I got with my wife, I've been such a good guy. It's always got to be something, dude. It's always got to be something. He's always has to be like, oh, look at me. I was like a really good guy, dude. I got with my wife. I'm such an amazing person now. Praise me, please. I mean, listen, I know I'm cringe too. I understand that. I'm the cringe wife guy. But still, this guy does it to like such a additionally fucking ridiculous amount. You know, and at least I'm handsome. You know what I mean, guys? Like, I'm a handsome guy, so it's okay if I do it. But it's not okay if anyone else does it. Just keep that in mind. Rules for thee, not for me. All right.
regimented with time. Like in the beginning of our relationship, we fucking
don't care. Moving on. He's cheap. Ian says how times have changed in regards to liking AB and Lena.
You can skip that.
Ian calls AB a people pleaser. Interesting. That's
I would invite them out to do stuff and almost never get a response. And then when I was in LA, like I hit up AB and he's like, yeah, let's go out to dinner.
No,
and I'm
AB's
just
such a good guy.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a nice thing of you to do? Like Ian fucking blackballed him, and you went and got dinner with the guy.
Because AB's a fucking people pleaser.
I mean, okay, if that means being nice to people who want to go, who are out of town and ask you to, if you want to get dinner, I guess guilty as charged.
Did I please you today, bitch?
That's why. Like, what the hell? Yeah, I'd expect AB to do that, to be honest. Sorry, I got
dinner with his pal.
Fucking bastard.
Yeah, AB's the kind of jackass that do that.
Fucking idiot.
What are you talking about?
Sounds like AB, all right.
He's like, that's insane. I prefer to displease people. I do the opposite. I displease everyone.
I mean,
that seems to be the fucking case, honestly.
I mean, hey, give me some credit. I went to your Thanksgiving. Me and Anissa went to your Thanksgiving.
Give me some. This fucking gets me. Give me some credit. Me and Anissa went to your Thanksgiving like it was a fucking burden, dude. They invited you to Thanksgiving dinner.
People please.
All right, we had a good time. I wasn't gonna come online and say that the turkey was dry. And
Whoa!
I didn't want to do any of that. I was
Didn't she say no one wanted them around and they had nowhere to go for Thanksgiving?
They had nowhere to go.
So, and they felt bad for Ian and Anissa.
They hosted him.
Yes.
Fucking so cringe.
Yep. What good folks they are. And people pleaser. Oh, there's so much shit. Oh, no, there's only a couple more. I just get this feeling hurt and mocks a child bride. That's not good.
True.
That's really not good. Oh, this is on Reddit. Thank God. Honda, you're spared. For now. Did you say he cried? Say what?
I'm sorry, we saw this one.
Oh, we did already?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
You want to show the Honda contact information again?
Well, let's see. I think they're going to serve me an ad right now. iDubbbz says he didn't respond to a request to support a bill to end child. Okay, this one's fantastic. Now, one of the big points of contention is that he ignored her text to help support. This is the last one. Wait, we didn't drive separately, did we? I'm meeting you out there, right? Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. I think I'm going to be done in like 2 minutes. If you go and if I make it out there, then.
But before, I think it was Kate specifically.
So he's going on to defend himself and explain why he didn't speak up for child brides.
She messaged me about this child marriage thing, and this was after Creator Clash.
Which is apparently a lie. Like, she actually messaged Anissa, which is, it's not even like a meaningful distinction, but it was like so strange that he lied about it.
Too, and it was very importantly right after Michael Briggs requested that I be his guarantor on a loan to open like a boxing gym. And I don't know if you guys know what that means. That basically means he's asking me to be responsible.
Yes, everybody knows what that means. We're all as dumb as you, bro.
Or like debt if he isn't able to like pay the loan.
Yes.
Now this, I want you to keep in mind. He said how embarrassing, humiliating it was that I was doing this like live stream to make up for the fact that we lost money on this event and money didn't go to charity. He was aware of what was happening. He knew that I lost my fucking match. I hadn't been making videos or making any money, and that obviously.
Yeah, but the event was a success. This was after the first event, so what?
I've been having a hard time online. I made my apology. Things were rough for me.
Fuck.
But he comes in with his request of, hey, you mind being my guarantor on this loan? Meanwhile, he has no problem,
This is insane. He's like, I was having a really hard time, and I didn't get yogurt. I was upset the rest of the week because I didn't get yogurt. No, he's like, I was having a really hard time, and because you're not following everything and being extraordinarily sensitive, you asked me for a favor. You could have just said no. You could have just said, I'm sorry, we're not in a position to do that. But instead, you make yourself this extraordinary victim. And this narrative where Michael, who's asking you for a favor, which you are totally okay to say no.
Yeah, you could say no. I mean, you could also, I don't think it's unreasonable to just ignore the guy. And I would have just said, like, listen, after that was way too much of a push. I felt like that was an overreach, so I just cut myself off from him. That's what I would have said. Well, again, there's like so little charity to this guy because of how much of a fucking piece of dog shit he is, that nobody's gonna care about any of that. Like, it's dead and gone. Nobody cares about like that or that excuse. Like, nobody has any charity for you because you're a fucking dickhead. So nobody gives a fuck.
No to, right? As some kind of villainous, con man or something like that, who should have never known better to ask you, like, bro, what? What is this weird fucking delusion?
He has no problem messaging me that, but I guess he couldn't message, hey, I could use that $5,000 bonus that you promised me. She, by the way, was very...
Now he's mad he didn't ask him for the bonus that he said he didn't deserve.
Very deliberate in saying that I promised her that. Like, that is like very specific language that she's using. That didn't happen. So I was extremely offended when he messaged me requesting that I be his guarantor on a loan. I did not have any, like, the idea...
Why is he so offended? He thought you guys were...
I don't understand what he's trying to say. I don't get it.
He's saying that he was just offended, extremely offended by the fact that he asked him to be his guarantor.
Because he was sad because he lost his boxing match?
And Michael should have known better. It doesn't make any sense emotionally, illogically.
If you had won, would that have been a more appropriate time to ask? What's the correlation?
Only winners get gyms.
Okay.
That's in the contract.
You were earlier saying that it wasn't really his fault that he lost. Maybe he's like, you dared ask me for money when you lost me the boxing
You made
match?
me lose the match.
You made me lose.
Oh my god, dude. He thought you guys were friends, and so he asked you for a favor, and you get angry at him for asking.
Offended.
Deeply offended. This is madness.
Not getting the connection.
The idea, like, alone, offended. When he messaged, so I was extremely offended when he messaged me requesting that I be his guarantor on a loan. I did not have any, like, the idea of supporting him in that way was like, not, like, it was just offensive. It's like, oh, you literally aren't even acknowledging that I lost a tremendous amount of money.
You're being a fucking baby, dude.
Fuck you. I didn't say that, but I was short with him. I said,
what?
I don't understand. Like he's this is after Creator Clash 1. What is he saying?
Okay, now
no world.
I'm understanding what he's saying better now, and it's actually even stupider than I thought.
Interpret it for me.
What he's saying.
I think he's mixing Creator Clash 1 and 2, is he not? This was after Creator Clash 1, was it not? And now he's mixing the two. He didn't lose any money after that event. They did really well.
How dare you ask me for money when I just lost my ass on this event? As if that's just something that happened to him passively.
Right.
Like this, like what a tragedy.
But didn't he? But wasn't this after Creator? Was it after Creator? Oh no, I guess it was after Creator Clash 2 that he asked him for this. Was it? No, that makes more sense actually. That it would be after Creator Clash 2. I guess, yeah, because then they would have cut him off. Yeah, I don't know. This one is like generally, I think, more valid, honestly.
That they didn't crack.
It's so fucked up that this thing happened that I lost money on this event that I completely mismanaged and
He's
completely ripped
passive,
off a bunch of people who thought their money was going to charity and none of
yes.
it did. It's like, what the fuck?
Also, wouldn't the normal response just be, "Hey, money's a bit tight for me right now, so I'm not
there you go.
comfortable
No, this
putting out."
like,
That's like a normal response.
Nah, not for me, dude. My normal response would be to cut you the fuck off, never talk to you again. But again, he has no charity left because he's a fucking piece of dog shit.
All you have to say is just be a normal.
Outrageous.
I was deeply offended.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Why? You know, and also, just to be clear, he's not asking him for money. He's asking him to be a guarantor. I'm assuming Michael is confident in his ability.
Oh, that is asking for money to some extent.
To pay the bills, right? So he only has to put
Well, like you said, it's totally within Ian's right to say no.
It's a big ask.
And it's a big
Granted,
ask.
it is a big ask.
And in lieu of losing your ass on a giant event,
it's a big
ask. You could very reasonably be like, listen, I'm personally not in any place be guaranteeing anything right now.
Totally, and that was a great
well within his rights to say that.
Yeah.
But this like angle, like that he did something fucked up to him by asking is crazy.
It's
like, what
it's
the,
absolutely
that's
insane.
actually crazy.
Yeah, it's insane.
I didn't say that, but I was short with him. I said, like, in no world would I ever be able to do that.
That is not short. That is incredibly.
It's just rude for no reason.
That is incredible.
That's not rude for no reason. That's got. I mean, dude, this is like the only valid one for iDubbbz.
Incredibly aggressive and rude.
I'd be aggressive too, especially if it was right after I lost my second event. I'd be fucking aggressive too. Hey, bro, we just lost like $500,000. Why the fuck would you ask me this question? What kind of a dumbass question is that? I'd be fucking pissed off. I'd be like, fuck you, dude. Eat my balls.
Wow.
Because I wanted to express, like, very clear boundaries. And I did.
Boundary expressing king?
And I don't know how long later it was. I wasn't done being angry.
That's a good point. He says in no world, which includes the world where he's successful and has money and won his fight and everything's perfect.
Well,
Even
I think it's just sensationalized language, but okay.
in that world, he's
Creator
not
Clash
getting
2 was a huge success. They donated $5 million to charity.
Yeah,
and
he's
everything made
contradicting
money.
himself. He just didn't want to give. He just didn't want to help the guy out.
At that point, it's fine to ask.
In no world, though.
Yeah.
About it for sure. But Kate did message me about, like, a child marriage bill thing. And I didn't pass it along to Anissa. I looked at it and I closed it. So was I being, like, negligent to that relationship? Sure. But no, Anissa and I don't support child marriage or whatever fucking crazy story that they're spinning. I was just angry at them, and I was like, fuck
Look
you
what
guys.
a
I'm not gonna
fucking
be.
douchebag
Why were
you
you
are.
angry at them?
By your own goddamn. She goes, "Hey man, child fucking brides." He's like, "Fuck these people.
Fuck them. They should have known
I'm
better.
not even gonna show this to Anissa."
So from my understanding, he's mad at them because they asked him to be a guarantor on the loan, and because Michael asked him of that, therefore he cannot help her with the child marriage bill.
Well, he also
That's
sounded.
what I'm understanding.
Yeah, he
That's why he
sounded
did that whole
annoyed.
spiel about the loan, right?
He was angry for some reason that I'm sure they didn't even understand why he was so rude.
Well, it sounds like it's because of the loan.
Yeah.
Guarantor, not even a loan.
Yeah.
Kate, she
Oh,
just posted
again, it's like the same thing. You're co-signing a loan, so it's the same thing.
on her Instagram stories that she actually messaged Ian 9 months after Creator Clash 2 about child bride marriage. So it wasn't like right after.
Oh, it
it
wasn't
wasn't
related.
during the Guarantor thing. It was 9 months after that. So unless he was angry for years at them, I don't know what happened there.
Could he be pro-child bride?
That's he says he's not.
He explicitly denied that.
He explicitly denied it.
Okay.
But
Yeah, what the evidence shows.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm trying to keep it
I mean,
factually.
there's talk and then there's action.
Yeah.
You know, he says he doesn't.
He says
but
he
his
doesn't
action
support,
says otherwise.
but he is a fan of a pedophile artist. So
I don't know. Maybe there's a different angle here. Who the fuck knows, man? Who knows? I wonder. This is like a weird thought, but I've seen there's so many like lefties, and I'm progressive and all that, but there's so many lefties that have this like weird thing where like they overly respect other cultures. I know this sounds silly. Like I respect other cultures, you know, you want to pray or do whatever you want, you know, do your thing. But when it comes to like abusive tactics from that culture, I don't respect that. And you could see that in pretty much every religion, even and if we had like, you know, ideal, and I'm not saying ideal because I want it, but like you know, I guess more faith-aligned Christianity, child brides and child marriages would have been acceptable. And so in more religious-leaning countries, you know, I imagine that this is an acceptable behavior. So I wonder if for some reason they're like, oh, you know, it's just a different culture type of a thing when it comes to child brides or something. And like they didn't even give a fuck because of that, and they don't realize how abusive it is. Honestly, I wouldn't doubt that that could potentially be part of the entire conversation about it.
Shadman, we know where Shadman falls on child marriage.
That's right.
Do you like Shadman? Do you agree with his
2021 is crazy, dude. I'm still kind of stuck on that from a few minutes ago.
Very recent.
I mean, it's crazy if it was, 2015.
Take a look at Ethan's Reddit account
not that long
years ago. Meanwhile, 3 years ago.
It's post-COVID, bro.
COVID was over, and you were supporting a pedophile.
You were healthy.
Okay, maybe post-COVID.
You can only support pedophiles pre-COVID, guys.
I would understand you supporting a pedophile. Maybe. Post-COVID, it was a new world. We all knew pedophilia was bad then. we figured it out.
Boxing anytime soon, and yeah, I'm done with this shit. But
done with him.
At least for the child marriage thing, like they didn't message Anissa about that shit. That was definitely a me thing. A me being like just
not Anissa, a Misa,
kind of angry and uncaring about it. Like whatever.
Does he realize how pathetic he looks? I guess not.
If he watches this, he'll know.
And then
bro, he could have literally just been like, listen, I kind of just ignored them after they asked for the whole co-signing of a loan, or you know, that was too much for me, and so like I wanted to disconnect the relation from there. I would have been like, okay, fair enough. I think that there would have been some reasonable people who would have had the same thought too, like, yeah, okay, that's fair. You know, that's a big ask. It's kind of like it's kind of beyond. That's quite a bit to ask from somebody, you know. So I could see that. That's quite a bit to ask. You guys think I should ask Ethan for a loan?
Let's see. iDubbbz says he didn't respond to the question, and then he went on Mill's house show, who called Kate a crazy bitch. He just last week. He went on this guy's show.
He used those words?
I'll just write.
I think he did. I think he used those words specifically in reference to her being a child bride. It was like part of the conversation. Like it's not like he just called her a crazy bitch. He called her a crazy bitch like during the conversation that she was a child bride. You know what I mean? So it's pretty additionally disgusting.
Right here. See what he said about her.
I'm in weirdo territory. That's weird. What was said that makes you feel like you're in weirdo territory?
This is the guy who says Israelis running in fear for their lives is music to his ears.
Like a non-profit charity to help save other child brides, good honor, okay? But that doesn't mean she's a good person. You are a shitty person, man. I don't give a fuck what you've been through in your life. You are.
I don't want to see how it makes her a shitty person.
Are still a fucking horrible person, and we are not going to listen to the section where she talks about her fucking charity. Kate talks about childhood surviving child marriage. You know what? Maybe if you weren't such a piece of shit, I would have listened to you and given a shit about your charity. But I don't.
I'm saying, bro. Fat anorexia that she's gonna die. So she tells Ian, I'm gonna.
You said your son's gonna die. What the fuck is wrong with you fucking crazy ass bitch? I'm sorry.
It wasn't a loan. It's like it's you're co-signing a loan at that point. A guarantor is like a co-signing of a loan. No, it's pretty much exactly what it is. A co-signer is a person directly on the lease, jointly responsible for all terms of payments from the start, and may even live on the property. A guarantor is only financially responsible for the debt if the primary borrower defaults and they are not directly involved in the lease property. The main difference is the timing involvement. A co-signer is a partner in the agreement from day one, while guarantor is a financial backup safety net if the tenant fails to fulfill their cut. Yeah, so it's to me, it's like effectively the same thing. You would potentially have to pay for it. So,
folks, I had to call. The word came out, folks. I'm sorry. If I had a button, I would have buttoned it. I can't. Okay, I fucking hate these people. They're horrific. These people are horrific. This couple is a horrible couple. I don't give a fuck that she was a fucking a child bride, bro. Why? Bitch, bro.
Literally, what was said in the midst of that could have?
Why does he hate them?
Wait, hold on. That wasn't the worst clip. The worst clip is when he goes, well, it's a shame that you grew up to be a fucking bitch. It's a shame you were a child bride, but you grew up to be a fucking bitch, so who cares?
I feel like if you were a child bride, it's justified for you to grow up to be a bitch. You're just hot dick.
That's not the Millhouse I grew
thought
up
he
with.
just did not say something just said that.
I did not see the clip that I think I remember seeing. Oh, all the other three dogs left, and Alfredo's feasting on his freedom to chew. Not having to fight for chews. So cute. I love him. Look for that one. In the meantime,
I think we
it's very good. But okay. Anyway, he went on the show.
Sound the same, bro.
We've been live for 4.5 hours.
Okay. Well, anyway, listen, Ian, we love you. Thank you for the content. We've all had a good time here. Thank you to Tom. Thank you to AB.
Thank you to AB.
For
Shout
opening
out.
your heart. Get some sleep.
Shout out AB.
Hey, listen, I love the content too, baby.
Get some sleep. You know, take the day off tomorrow.
Thank you.
If you want to catch up on sleep. And
yes.
I hope they keep streaming because, you know, he says he's going to be talking about this all month. I don't know what the fuck that means, but I'm here for it. So keep popping off, legend.
Thank you.
Okay.
And with that being said, thank you everybody at home for watching. This has been the H3 Show live, a special episode. Thank you to our members, by the way.
All right. Cool stuff. Segment end.